welcome aboard.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Let's do this. Good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, hi, Sam. Well, we're back from Cleveland.
Yeah, thank God.
Thank God that we're back from Cleveland.
Yeah.
I'm saying thank God we're here at Sirius XM Satellite Radio.
Ah, that too. I don't know.
I was reborn because of Cleveland. Nothing but positivity for me.
Yeah?
And nothing but pure energy. I actually had fun in Cleveland. It's a weird place, though.
Oh, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
I mean, we have to discuss this. Cleveland is a weird place. We love our fans in Cleveland. We've always done extremely well in Cleveland.
Yep.
And we did the live broadcast Friday, and wow, man, the fans were just fucking awesome.
Fans came out.
Awesome.
Great crowd for the live show. Great crowd for Jimmy's show.
Yep.
It was amazing. Yeah. And just there to have fun.
Right.
That's what they were there for. And but it is a weird place.
Cleveland is just so strange. And I guess it's not fair because, they throw us in a hotel and then we're kind of just stuck there. We don't really have a means to get around and really check shit out. But the little we do check out, I don't know. I don't know, man. The city itself is just strange. They have that area where what is it, West 6th Street, where the Blind Pig was, and it has a bunch of bars and stuff. And that's hopping on weekends. You could tell.
All right, look, hopping is not even the word for it. I mean, compared to the rest of the city, all right, hopping.
Yeah.
But compared to any other city, I didn't see anywhere that was really hopping.
Well,
I saw some people.
Well, how do these bars and clubs survive then? Because they look nice, but you got to get the people in there to keep the money coming in to pay your bills.
Right.
So it's just strange. I get up early because of our hours. Saturday morning, I'm up by. I actually slept in. I slept till 8, and then I'm like, all right, I'm ready. I got my camera. I need a cup of coffee. Let's go.
Let's go. Right.
And Lenny actually said he got that one joke from me, but I was just talking to Lenny, but he used it in his act. I'm like, the only fucking place that's open around here is Starbucks. For like 2.5 miles. And I made about a 2-mile radius of Starbucks to see what else can I see.
Yeah, Opie actually went out to look, to see if there was anything going on.
There was
and
nothing.
Apparently, there wasn't.
And I was looking for maybe another coffee shop, just something where I could, chill out, maybe tweet, I don't know, do whatever. I had some videos maybe to upload. I couldn't find a fucking place to even sit down.
No, it's really a weird place. There's no people walking around in entire sections of the city.
Yeah.
And then when I bring it up and I post pictures of just a deserted street and deserted buildings, people go, no, that's not the place where people hang out. But you're missing my point. It's a fucking city.
Right.
There should be people everywhere.
You can't find one block in Manhattan where people aren't hanging out.
Yeah, where there aren't some people just fucking doing something.
Yes.
It's a major city. There are places where people hang out more than other places.
Right.
But everywhere there's some people.
Yeah.
In Cleveland, there's huge blocks, segments of the city that are literally abandoned.
I feel like someone got a little too motivated when they were building Cleveland. I said many times over our 2.5 days we were there, whatever, that you could take all the buildings and cut them in half.
Right.
To fit all the people. Like, there's just too many buildings for the people up there.
Yeah, that's one picture I tweeted. It really looks like you had to CGI remove all the people and cars and everything.
Well, that's 5, 6 in the morning. Obviously, there's no one awake yet.
No, that was the middle of the afternoon. I Instagrammed a picture. It's the middle of the afternoon. The sky is just this gray post-apocalyptic color.
Right.
And it's completely deserted.
Wow. What was that from your hotel?
Yeah, that's my hotel window.
I'm trying to think. Okay, yeah. Wow.
That
explains a lot right there. But the buildings are nice. The streets are well kept.
Well, they should be. There's no one driving on them to chew them up.
And yeah, there's no garbage on the sidewalks.
No.
You're right. They probably empty the garbage pails once a month.
Once a month, they got to come by, empty out a few scraps of paper.
But don't be confused. The people up there are fucking awesome. They're really, really nice people.
I don't know where they come from.
I don't know.
But they were awesome. They're a big crowd. It was fantastic. And then they just disappear again.
Yeah. I went to one section that was kind of cool. I went for dinner on Saturday night.
Yeah.
What was it called? Where was I? The Green Cafe or something like that, which was amazing food up there. I guess it's one of the Iron Chef guys.
Oh.
He was on the Iron Chef and went back to Cleveland. That's where he's from. Opened up a bunch of restaurants, I guess. But the one I ate at was fucking just amazing.
Yeah.
But that area was cool. There was like 2 or 3 blocks where I said to myself, well, this area's all right.
Yeah.
And then we drove out of that area, and then I'm like, what the fuck?
Again.
And then there's no people again.
No, but where are the people? And like I said, people just say, no. See, the suburbs, that's where everybody is. No, you got to go to this section. Oh, you were in a part of the city.
Right.
The city.
Right.
People. City people.
Right. But then for Jim Norton's show, I heard it was about $2,200 per show. Is that about right? I don't want to exaggerate. Okay,
sure.
So there was about 4,400 people for the night, right?
Yeah.
How did they get there?
How do they get there? Where do they go? Where do they come from?
I pulled up to the theater thinking, oh, God, there's a mob scene. They're getting ready for Jim Norton's taping. There was no one around. They were already inside. And I don't know how they got there. Was there a traffic jam? Do they just appear?
Yeah.
I think they just appear.
They just drop out of the sky. I don't know.
There's no traffic. There's no traffic jams. In a way, that sounds nice, though.
It really was cool to be able to, no matter where we were driving, you
just got there.
A hint of traffic.
Right.
I mean, we were stopping at lights. That was the only time we had to stop, was at red lights, where nobody went across where the light was green, and you had to sit and wait.
Yeah.
You could have just blown red lights. There was nobody there.
It could be the first major city where you could get rid of the red lights. I'm thinking. I think you can get rid of the traffic lights.
Stop signs, just to be safe.
Maybe a couple of yields and a bunch of stop signs.
Some yield signs. Cleveland needs yield signs.
Like, I walked up to the Blind Pig. I'm like, where are all the people? And it was completely mobbed inside.
Inside, but outside, you'd never know anything was going on.
There was nobody on the entire street. So I'm thinking, I'm walking up to the venue going, oh, man, we're a fucking bust.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, God.
Now you walk in, it was like, wow, whoa, there's a bunch of people here.
They couldn't fit another person in the entire place. But there was nobody outside. I mean, nobody.
I don't know.
But I hear they're rebuilding the flats.
Yeah,
man. I mean, the guy from the airport had to tell me everything.
Oh, yeah.
I had one of those cab drivers.
We had one too.
It's like, they're rebuilding the flaps. It's a billionaire. It's a mother and son combination, and they're redoing the entire area. Because the flats used to be the area. Another cabbie told me that it was the Schwoogies that ruined the flats. I'm just a messenger.
Is that what he said?
There are a few Schwoogie clubs down there, and then, they're mixing with the whites, he says.
Oh, shit.
I'm thinking to myself, man, you're driving the wrong member of the Opie Anthony Show around. You would have enjoyed this conversation. He's like, and then the bars close, and, you got these young, beautiful women, white women, now they're being harassed by the Schwoogies.
Oh, boy.
But he used another word.
Oh, boy.
And he goes, that's what ruined the flats. I'm sure maybe there's a little more going on than that.
He was really just dropping racial epithets?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
He said that's the reason. A couple of those hip-hop clubs.
Oh, those hip-hop clubs,
I think that's when he was testing the water by saying that to me.
Yeah.
A couple of those hip-hop clubs.
Feeling it out. If you would have said, well, they deserve to be here like anyone else, and then he would have shut up.
Yeah.
Or if you go, yeah, I know what you mean, by hip-hop clubs.
Well, I'm down for, a good conversation. So
sure.
I just went, I thought that was kind of neutral enough to keep him going.
And right then he was like, "The nigger!"
Right.
Just starts yelling.
Because I probably would have went, so. But I went, oh, this could be good.
Yeah.
So I went, ah. And then he goes, yeah. And then he knew. All right.
You opened the floodgate right there.
Yeah, of course. And then they said they got that big casino starting in a couple weeks.
Yeah, thank you, Cleveland, for having a closed casino while I was there.
Right.
And everyone was telling me, I'm like, there's nothing to do here. And everyone's like, yeah, we got a casino. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, when?
Couple weeks.
Oh, it opens in a couple of weeks. I'm like, I'm not going to be back.
Maybe they saved you a few bucks. You never know.
Maybe they cost me a few bucks.
True, but they're very excited about that casino. That casino better work.
It's like
a lot of people are counting on that casino in Cleveland.
Yeah. It's like Sim City, though. You know, it's like, okay, there's not many people. Let's open the casino, and oh, shit, crime's up. All right, we need a few more police stations. Right. Let's play some police stations around here. And, the people are coming in. That's good. Oh, it's Bad Element.
Yeah. Well, we were walking home from the restaurant at, 11 o'clock, 11:30 on Friday night, and the cops were just circling. They just wanted something.
More cops
and there was no
than I've ever
people
seen.
Out.
No people.
And we were coming from that cool section of, like, the Blind Pig area.
Yeah.
So I want to thank the people at the Blind Pig. They were great to us.
Oh, my God.
Holy shit.
Amazing.
And we pulled that off in 2 days because we didn't have a venue or nothing. And, wow, man. It was set up nice for us. Thank you.
Yeah, that place was really cool.
I'm going to thank the Blind Pig and not management.
Of course.
No,
they were the ones that approached us.
I don't thank management for going all the way to Cleveland to scowl at us.
To scowl.
Nothing better than when you know you're having a good live broadcast, you turn to the side and you see scowls.
A scowl.
Go somewhere else.
I had when I turned to look at Opie, you were to my right.
Yes.
Every time I turned to like laugh at something, to make eye contact, to go holy shit.
Yeah.
I out of my peripheral, over your shoulder, there was management scowling.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you here if you're just gonna fucking make a face?
Scowl.
Oh God.
Yeah, because it was obvious it was working. So.
Yeah, it was great.
I mean, we've been in situations where, trust me, we know it's not working, and then we're struggling. But that was an easy broadcast. Man.
Oh, a lot of cool shit going on, and then scowling.
And then we went to
scowls.
And then Gary goes to dinner with us, and he was cool. See, he's cool.
Look.
He's not a bad guy.
We went out with him the night before, also before you guys got.
Oh, really?
And
he went out with you.
Hung out at dinner. We went to Morton's, and he couldn't have been a cooler, more fun guy.
Yeah, see, I swear to you, we try to keep it fair on the show. The guy, was really
Gary
nice.
was great. It was fun to hang out with.
I actually didn't mind talking to him and hanging out with him.
But the second that clock gets punched for work, dick.
Yeah. Yeah. What is it, that old cartoon where they punch in?
Right, they punch in the wolf and the coyote and the sheepdog.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, good morning, Sam.
All right, now we got to fight because you're management.
Yeah, because now you're management.
Well, I mean, we were never supposed to get along with management.
No, and
I mean,
that.
Elo confused us for a few years there. We were like, wait a minute, this goes against everything we understand in our fucking DNA.
Yeah,
but Gary is a little needy.
Yeah, a little needy
because we had psychopath to my left at dinner, Jonathan, who's Jim Norton's agent, manager, whatever the fuck, and he's ordering the goat.
He had goat. He's talking about the last time he had goat in Islamabad.
Yeah.
He's just fucking talking about some fucking, one of those Stan countries from fucking ex-Soviet bloc Stan countries.
Yeah.
And he's talking about how he was there and he's firing an AK-47 and eating goat.
Yeah.
The guy's an adventurer. And, he's a pisser to have around.
You know, we all kind of brag about our Instagram and or just pictures in general because we all have them now on our phones. So if you're in a social situation, it might get to a point where you're like, you start trading off like, oh, look at the picture I took.
Yeah, check this out.
And you go, oh, look at what I got.
Yeah.
I just fucking bury my phone when I'm around Jonathan.
Why bother?
His first picture he showed was him with just an AK-47, like you said, because I want the people to know you didn't just make that up for the story.
Oh, yeah.
There's a picture of him with an AK-47 with some kind of Muslim wrap around his head so he doesn't get beheaded while he's in this crazy country. I don't even know where he was.
Yeah.
With sunglasses on and their local is it legal chew in his mouth. What the hell was he talking about?
There's some of these countries he goes to. They chew these leaves.
Right. It's more than tobacco.
Yeah. It's sort of gives you this this buzz,
right?
But it takes 5 hours of chewing it to get a buzz, and your mouth turns completely black.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much the entire economy of this country is based on this fucking leaf chewing drug. It's just,
and of course he has to try it.
He tries everything.
Yeah. So anyway, so I guess he misses the Middle East, so he decided to order the goat.
The goat.
The goat in Cleveland.
Yeah. Order goat in Cleveland.
We were worried about getting sushi in Cleveland, and this guy's getting goat. Do they have goats in Cleveland? I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't see any. They could have been walking down one of the streets.
And I'm usually up for maybe trying a little something different, but I looked at his plate. I'm like, oh my God, no.
Well, you know who else got the goat?
That's why I'm saying he's needed.
Yeah, Gary. Gary got the goat.
Gary also got the goat, and him and Jonathan were just bonding over their goat.
Bonding over the goat.
And being cocky, like, anyone else want to try it? I'm like, oh my God, no.
And then you got to keep mentioning it like, hey, the goat's really good tonight. How's your goat? Good. Your goat? Great.
What does it taste like, you think?
Goat. I don't know.
It's the number one.
It's not bad. Oof. All right.
You do know, and this
stealing my joke.
This is a great trivia question. If you want to trick some people out there, goat is the number one meat eaten in the world.
Well, that makes sense. Once you leave the
why does it make sense?
Civilized world.
You see how many fucking burgers that these burger joints, the McDonald's and the Burger King, you would think it would be
beef?
Beef.
No fucking way. First of all, you got India.
Not?
First of all, you got India.
Oh, yes.
Which is a giant, overpopulated country, and they don't even fucking touch beef. But goats, they will eat the shit out of a fucking goat.
So they will eat goat, but not cows.
Oh, yeah.
God, how...
love the goat.
I gotta say it. How dumb are you?
How
dumb are you that you would pick a goat over a fucking steak?
Well, they believe that steak is their aunts or uncles or something.
Yeah.
But boy, the goat. They need the goat.
Wow.
And then, Africa, same thing. All these very overpopulated third world nations love the shit out of a good goat.
You think goat is even in the top 10 in America? Most eaten meats?
No.
I don't think so either.
Wherever they're practicing like Santeria in this country, that's where they're eating fucking goat also. Yeah. Not a popular dish. But Gary had to get it.
Yep.
Gary and his goat.
My wife is from Cleveland, and they're extremely racist.
Really?
All right, we could go to this real fast. Adam in Connecticut. Go ahead, Adam.
Yeah, my wife's from Cleveland, and when I first went there, the first story I got was we're hanging out in the living room, and the aunt starts telling a story about how she's at a Quickie Mart. A Spanish guy walks in drunk. She's disgusted. She calls the police and says there's a Spanish guy who's drunk at the gas station, and the cop goes, "That's enough, ma'am. We'll be right down." I'm like, what the fuck? You can't be drunk and go in a Quickie Mart?
Well, no. Know why? Because no one's around. So that's suspicious in its own right.
Right.
Hey, the only people in Cleveland left are Jim Brown and Matt Doherty. Everybody else left.
Gone.
Matt Doherty.
Yeah, the basketball player.
Yeah, I know. I haven't thought of that name in a long time. Who did he play for again?
Unless you watch NASCAR.
Yeah, well, I don't watch NASCAR. I don't get it.
No?
No, I know that's polarizing a lot of our audience.
People love the NASCAR.
My brother loves NASCAR.
Sure.
All right, Adam, thank you. Goat tastes like lamb, Ant.
Well, yeah, I would assume.
You would?
Can't really tell the difference between the two. I see a lamb, I see a goat. They look the same to me.
Lenny Marcus had the best take on Cleveland. He opened up for Jimmy. If you went to the shows. He's a very funny comic. Has that Jewish comic thing going.
Yeah.
Really, I like his delivery, and he was beating up Cleveland with his observations.
Yeah,
like he had a couple bus jokes and maybe a couple cab jokes. So he wanted to make sure he's connected with the audience.
Yep.
So he was asking them, "Hey, you guys have buses here?" And he really meant that as a real question because he wasn't sure.
He kept doing it. It was hilarious. He's like, yeah, because it would always start off like, so I went to a restaurant in Manhattan, in New York City, and, hey, you guys got restaurants around here? Like, yeah, so the other day I hop on a bus in New York City, and there was the guy, well, you guys got buses around here?
Yeah.
It was fucking hilarious. He kept doing it. The more he did it, the funnier it fucking got. And everyone started getting the joke that he was just goofing on the fact that we have no clue if they even have this shit.
Right, very Lenny did a great job.
Yeah, he was great.
Jimmy's taping went very well. Jimmy's gone for about a week, I think. He's going,
busy man.
He went to L.A. to edit the special and doing something with Jay Leno, so we're Jimmy-less for a week.
Jimmy!
But it went really well, because a lot of people are like, why didn't you guys tweet? I just finally had it. I should have tweeted that it went well or something, but I knew Jimmy didn't want any pictures or videos or anything. You know,
no.
You want the element of surprise when the special comes out.
You want that surprise.
I guess we should have tweeted at the end of the night that it went great.
It did go great. It was amazing. I won't spoil anything, but there's an intro to that comedy show that is fucking amazing, hilarious, surprising. It totally got me.
Heart-wrenching.
Heart-wrenching.
Very emotional.
Very emotional. It was fantastic.
You start questioning your own beliefs.
Yes. It changed my life. It was very cool.
And then Jimmy had a story that went along with it.
Yep.
And, you know, we tease a lot of shit on this show, but it pretty much all comes out in the end. I'm sure Jimmy will explain.
Yeah, he will.
Further when he gets back.
He
might have to explain after the special, I'm thinking, but he's got a couple of really good stories from the intro.
Yeah, it was amazing. There are some stories of things behind the scenes, a lot of stories that we want to tell.
Yes, of course.
That we want to tell.
Yes. We'll wait for Jimmy's lead.
Yes, yeah. We'll take Jimmy's lead on that one.
And I'm sure if we know Jimmy, it'll come out.
Oh, it will.
These stories will come out.
Oh, because he expressly wants it to come out, certain things that happened that evening.
Of course.
Because he's got some people that he wants to address.
Of course. Of course he does. Of course.
I was petrified.
Wow.
Yeah.
Might have ruined our night.
Yeah.
What else about Cleveland? Sam, what else about Cleveland? Are we missing anything?
Well, we should talk about the strip club, the Hustler Club that we went to.
I didn't go, and I was bummed. I was so fucking tired because I flew in Friday. I was bummed that I didn't go to Cleveland on Thursday with the rest of you guys. I flew in Friday. And I think a couple of you guys said when we were leaving yesterday, like, wow, I felt like I was here a week.
I honestly felt like I was in Cleveland for a week.
I think I was only there officially a day and a half, and it really felt like I was there 3 to 4 days.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt. Like I was
right?
I'd been there for a week. And I got there Thursday after the show, after our show here.
I went back to my room. I explained this last night at my house. It's like, you know, when you're in that situation where you're tired, but something cool's going on, and then you sit there debating in your head. You look at the people they're leaving. In this case, everyone's getting ready to go to the Hustler Club. They're getting their cabs. I'm looking at the elevator. I'm like, oh my god, that leads right to a nice bed. They're going to the club. They're gonna see tits and ass, and you know the whole gang's going, and it'll be a nice little fucking crowd. You know what I mean? You go back and forth, and there's not a right decision in the end. You're like, either decision, you're like, fuck, why don't I do the other thing?
Yeah.
So I fucking bailed at the last second. I said, you know what, I'm fucking tired. I went to my room.
After you said yes, though. You waited until we were all outside to bail.
Yeah, because I did say yes, and then I still was like, I don't know if I want to do this.
Yeah, you said yes, and then we all went outside to get a cab, and then we were like, oh, where's Opie?
Yeah.
He's gone.
I wasn't doing the blow off, the sneak off. I literally still didn't know what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then I went to my room, and then I was going to come back down and get a cab and join you guys. But in the end, I was too fucking tired, which I was bummed at.
I was pretty beat, too. And we did go back to the room. You know, I was hanging out with Keith.
Right.
And then we just decided, like, we should go.
Oh, yeah, you didn't go with the initial crowd
we
either.
Should go. No, I didn't. We were hanging out, and then it was like, you know something? Let's get the fuck out of here. Yeah, we're here. What the fuck are we going to do? Watch TV?
Right.
Went to the strip club.
Well, I would have liked to watch TV, but they decided that
here's another thing.
They decided if you're in Cleveland, you don't need a really good TV in your room. Know why, Ed? Because there's so much going on outside. Why would you stay in your room and watch TV?
It's like being in a resort.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Why would you go to a resort and watch TV in your room?
I'm gonna give the Marriott some free advice today.
Yeah.
Free advice. You should have the most kick-ass fucking TV in every room. I'm talking large flat screen TVs in every room.
And programming. Because it's not just the physical televisions that sucked.
Right.
Because they did.
Right.
But the programming itself everything was just analog, standard definition television.
Right.
We were looking at fucking, old style TV.
Right.
And the programming was all religious programming, a lot of Bible Belt stuff,
Yeah.
a lot of preachers preaching. TV shows that I've never seen anywhere else, like sitcoms that look familiar, but people that you've never seen in them. Like, I don't know what this show is.
That means the local affiliates couldn't afford too much, so they had to go with those sitcoms that sort of were on the air for a little while.
Failed pilots, things like that.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was horrible programming.
Oh, my God. I couldn't believe it.
I didn't even know
Yes, Sam?
anything was wrong.
What?
When I was in my room watching TV, I was like,
Oh,
it's TV.
because Sam
You
gets
had
that
no
TV.
idea?
Yeah, it's like, what are you guys talking about?
That's what Sam's TV's like at home.
Because I gave up on trying to find something to do during the day, so then, and the freezing rain didn't help matters.
Oh, God.
So I said, I'm going to go back to my room and watch some TV. Nice. And the only program I could find was my Knicks, and they got their asses handed to them.
See, I'm not a basketball guy, so I had nothing to watch.
The Heat basically could have beat them by 50 to 60 points.
Wow.
They ended up winning by 33, 30, whatever. But quickly about that, because we're all over. I understand we're all over the place. This Jeremy Lin, I fucking hate him.
Oh, shit.
Because
what
Jeremy
happened?
Lin brought all of us back to the Knicks. He
Yep.
really did. In that 2-week period, he brought a lot of old Knicks fans back. He brought some new fans to the Knicks. And then he goes down with an injury, and he might not be as good as the hype. I kind of got to admit that,
Right.
Because I was all about it. And people
It was a
were
lot of
laughing at
hype,
me.
sure.
He's definitely a good player, and he's going to be a good player for the Knicks in the coming years. But with that said, he brought all this excitement back to the team. We make the playoffs just to get blown the fuck out by LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and the rest of the Miami
The
Heat.
super team.
Yeah, we don't have a fucking chance against this team.
Yeah.
So this Jeremy Lin thing in the end was just all nonsense.
Yeah.
Because it's not even
bullshit.
Because it's not even fun to watch him in the playoffs. All right, we know it's going to be a tough first round matchup with the Heat, but could you at least make it kind of exciting? They
Yeah.
were blown the fuck out.
Whoops.
And now that our center Tyson Chandler has the flu, and one of our best players, they're saying he could be the best Knick in a year or two, is out with a major knee injury. He's not going to be around for a year.
Is that the guy that was showing that blew his?
Well, Derrick Rose also had I think they showed the Derrick Rose one. A lot of fucking guys went out with knee injuries.
Yeah.
But with that said, sorry. So where were we? Strip club? You went?
Yeah, we went to the strip club.
Shitty TVs. That's right. Okay.
Shitty TV, but because that's why you have to go try to find something to do in Cleveland.
Right.
There's not much to do, and there's no TV to watch.
Oh, and here's another thing.
Yeah.
Because we'll get to the strip club in a
Sure.
second here. How about a mini bar?
Oh my God, no fucking minibar.
Because now I'm in my room. And I'm like, it's freezing rain out. My Knicks are getting blown out. All right, I'll at least get a snack. I'm just fucking trying to find something to do in my own room.
Anything.
I'm like, I'm a mini bar guy. Let's see what they got. Dude, they had nothing.
Nothing.
Why don't you have a mini bar in these rooms?
No minibar, and you would think if there's no minibar, then you'd have a 24-hour kind of room service thing.
Right.
Nope.
Right.
Nope.
I had to argue with the lady to make me a goddamn omelet at 11:01. She goes, breakfast ended at 11, sir.
It's 11:01.
And I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, it says, at that point, it said 11. But then when I started arguing with her, it was 11:01. I'm like, it's 11:01. What else are you doing?
Yeah.
You have the eggs. I'm sure you're staring at the eggs because they're still out.
The fucking lunch crowd is rushing in? No.
Right, no.
No one's rushing in.
No one is.
Just crack an egg on the fucking still hot grill and make something.
I won that one, though. I got my stupid omelet. Thank God.
Good.
No mini bar, Dan.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
I'm thinking maybe a little Snickers bar. I don't know. Maybe some nuts.
Oh, Snickers.
Sounds like one. I thought I was safe because I remember looking at the info and it said that there was room service until 3 a.m.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'm cool, I'm fine. So I don't bring beer back to the room because I know that of course I checked and I saw that there was nothing in that little fridge. It was nice that there was one, but there was nothing inside.
Oh, what are you going to do with a fridge?
Stock up?
Yeah, stock up.
That's what we learned the hard way.
Do. Oh, you guys. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So
makes sense.
I called down to room service. And I'm like, yeah, can I get can you just bring up like a 6-pack of beers or whatever? And they go, oh, I'm sorry that we can't do that. The place with beer is closed. So I'm like, are you kidding? So I'm like, now I just kind of resigned myself to the fact that I'm just going to not have beer. So I'm like, all right, whatever. And she goes, well, the bar's still open. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I actually went down to the bar, and Sam was sitting there with Jim and Jonathan and some other people. And I bought 6 beers at the bar to go. At like 1:30 in the morning or whatever that was.
Just came down in his basketball shorts. And he was like,
that sucked, man. My entire time, I'm like, well, I'm not going to run into anany, so why do I have to dress up? Every time I went down to the lobby, I ran into somebody. And I fucking looked like an asshole. Not only did I look like an asshole, but I was buying beer.
Right. Buying beer, yeah.
Every single time.
And then the first night, we had no beer, nothing, and realized, oh, fuck, now we got to go out.
Right.
So me and Danny are traveling around fucking this empty city looking for an open bar, which we finally did find. It was still open for another half hour, maybe.
Yeah, I think we were actually going to end up going to the Blind Pig, but they just weren't open.
They weren't open. So we wound up going to some fucking gin mill.
Went across the place. Yeah, across the street, rather.
Across the street. We went in there, and just the dregs of society were in there at that hour.
Fucking weird.
And then the lights come on. Boom. Get the fuck out.
What time?
Exactly at like 2.
Yeah, I mean, I think we had time for a round. I don't think there was a second round.
It was pretty much, Guinness, and then that was it.
2 o'clock for Cleveland, that's not bad.
And then
if
back
you think
to
about
your
it.
goddamn fucking dry room with no fucking, no mini bar.
If I was a video game designer, I would use Cleveland.
Oh, yeah. Please.
Start with that deserted city shit.
Yeah.
Who gets to see a deserted city?
Yeah, it's a full city with nothing in it. It's like being on a movie set.
Yeah.
It's like the back lot.
Yeah, somebody did say that.
I think Travis brought it up. We were all crying about the prices, though.
Oh, man, right?
What was it, all-day parking for $10?
Well, in the theater district, monthly parking, $70.
$70.
Yeah.
Do you know, I park my car in my building. You'd think you would get a break because it's in the building.
Right.
You know? It's $450 a month to park my car in my own building.
Yeah.
I have to pay $300 a month to park so I can come to work.
Right. And they're like, monthly parking, $70 a month. I'm like, holy
and Sam,
fuck.
That garage that you get, I'm assuming that's probably not in the middle of Times Square.
It's the cheap one. I walk 5 blocks at 5 o'clock in the morning every day.
I wonder how much the one in like the theater district is, like Manhattan theater district.
Yeah.
$70 Cleveland though.
You know,
not bad.
Oh, my monthly right down the street?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's about the same, 4 something, right?
It's I think it's more than that.
Yeah, you have to have more because you got your like big oversized vehicle.
Yeah, I got the oversized vehicle. I got the fucking. Yeah, it's like rent. It's fucking rent on my vehicle has an apartment.
Well, these scumbags, man, they kill you with parking in New York City, and they decide, well, how do we make even more money? So they went with that oversized vehicle thing, which used to be for oversized vehicles, like yours, an Escalade. That's an oversized vehicle. Now they're just considering any SUV as an oversized vehicle.
Minivans even.
You drive in with an SUV, that's an oversized vehicle now.
And it's
so then they hammer you for another $10 or whatever it is.
One of those mini SUVs or a minivan.
$10 per time you park, by the way.
Yeah,
for the people out there.
It's amazing. Yeah. In Cleveland though.
But I saw these parking lots. Yeah, $2.50 for the first hour, $10 max for the day. I'm like, what? Holy fuck!
It's kind of pricey. I don't know. Well. It's an amazing city.
Anyway, the strip club. So you made it out there Saturday?
Yes.
No, Friday, was it? Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, Saturday we had Jimmy's show.
After the live broadcast, we decided, because the wonderful girls from the Hustler Club were participating in cherry darts.
Yeah.
And they were all great. So we decided, let's check it out. So we went there. And we need to speak to Roland at some point.
He's coming down the hall.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, good. Because I saw a side of Roland that I never saw before.
Really?
Oh, fuck yeah.
He's not gay?
Well, either that or he was trying to hide it really.
That's what I'm saying.
In everyone's face.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, look at me. Look at me.
I never thought he was. It's just how Roland talks and stuff people think.
Yeah.
But I know about what you're going to say.
Oh. Yeah.
Hi, Roland. How did you enjoy Cleveland?
Roland?
That was okay.
It was okay? Yeah, that's it? Just okay?
Yeah.
Why just okay? What's your problem with Cleveland? The people, and I want to stress this again.
Oh, I just made a bad lunch choice in the beginning.
What do you mean?
Oh, you're still pissed about that?
Yes.
What happened?
Oh, my. You can't. Never go to lunch with Roland outside of the city. Just don't.
Really?
Or with Eric. Because Roland and Eric, Eric's not so bad when he's without Roland. But once they're together, they're this little foodie army, and they go and they take forever to get to any place because they're on their phones trying to figure out the best possible spot.
They're connoisseurs
And asking
of all food.
I asked like 5 people too.
And he's asking people on the street where to go, and so I'm just like, let's just go someplace quick. We have to be at the venue in an hour anyway, so we just went to some horrible mall food court, which was admittedly awful, but it didn't matter. We just needed fuel, just food to go, and then we'll get something good for dinner. And then, so we eat at this horrible food court.
Were there people in the mall?
A few.
Yeah, there were a couple, but not really.
It's like GTA. It's like Grand Theft Auto when you get out and go into one of the buildings and there's just sparse people walking around, zombies.
And they didn't bother to put a lot of people in because they're like, how many people are actually going to get out of a car and go in a
shoot
building?
up a few people and then whatever. Iraq,
You know, it's bad when you're walking past the stores and the people running the stores are standing in the hallway looking to see if people are coming in, like the people in the kiosks, waiting to wave you over, but there's no one in the stores.
Oh my God. It's fucking bizarre. And the people in Cleveland don't realize. Wow. The people in Cleveland don't realize, like they try to make excuses for their city. Yeah. Stop it. We were there. We saw. We saw. Happening. You can't make an excuse.
I gotta block I Like Girls Daily because she just takes me out of the fucking conversation with one picture.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, I just turned on my iPad, so this picture's from 3 days ago.
Ooh.
I'm going to have to retweet this one from 3 days ago. What were you guys talking about?
I know. That threw me, too.
I got to block her.
It's astounding.
I can't look at I Like Girls Daily on Twitter on the radio show anymore. Anyway, sorry.
But it's not bad enough that we had to take forever just to find a spot to eat. After we eat, Roland, first he's walking through the mall, and he sees there's a Charlie's Grilled Subs thing that's at every mall. And Roland, after he's already eaten, and by the way, since he was off his diet, he decided to take full advantage of the fact that you can visit multiple locations in a food court.
Why are you off your diet?
Just for Cleveland.
Oh.
He was sampling from multiple locations in the food court.
That is correct.
Because why not get...
It's not a big buffet. The food court's not a buffet where you move along and gather different foods up.
Chinese food and then some buffalo wings. And yeah, why not?
Little samples.
But he saw this Charlie's Grilled Subs that's at every mall as if it's a thing. And he goes, they had grilled subs. You just go, yeah. And we kept walking, and he's pointing out the pretzel place. Oh, pretzels.
Wow.
And we get out of the mall, and Troy and me had to leave Eric and Roland behind because they started walking up the street because Roland freaked out because there was a corned beef place.
It's just all about the food.
And they started, after we just ate, Eric and Roland start window shopping for other lunch places after lunch. And Troy and me just had to leave.
I gotta say this. Both of you guys should quit today.
Oh, shit.
And go into business. I'm telling you. You guys as food critics walking around a city. Because Roland knows exactly where to get the best shit in the city when it comes to food. And you two are clowns together, so it would be hilarious.
Yeah.
It would be a hilarious either TV show, radio show, a fucking website, a stupid app. I don't give a fuck. But Roland and E-Rock walking around, critiquing these places would be great.
Troy went to the Mexican restaurant I really wanted to go to, Mamocho's.
He went, and
we got to get into
this Mamocho's.
Yeah.
Roland was talking about Mamocho's.
What is it?
For a week before we went to Cleveland.
He's all excited.
All week, I'm going to Cleveland. I'm going to eat at Mamocho's. We get at the airport. We're in Cleveland. We're getting into the car. We're like, oh, how was the flight? Good. I can't wait to go to Mamocho's. We get to the lobby of the hotel. Hey, do you know where Mamocho's is? And the guy's like, what are you talking about? He's just Mamocho's all day.
What is Mamocho's?
It's some Mexican restaurant that shitty Guy Fieri talked about on his show.
Oh, shitty Guy Fieri.
Yeah,
why? Oh, I know why. Because I like Guy Fieri.
I do too.
Sam doesn't like Guy Fieri.
No.
E-Rock had something to add to the whole thing.
No, Sam just said it. I was going to say, because it was featured on Diners, Drive-Thrus, and Dives.
Oh, okay.
Roland was obsessed with this place.
Mamocho's.
And the West Side Market because Anthony Bourdain went there.
Oh, well. Come on. Then you got to fucking...
Yeah, but it's like 20 miles out the city.
Oh, my God.
So why didn't you go?
Have you seen the cab drivers there?
Yeah.
They're not very reliable.
Yeah.
Mamocho's.
Yeah, we were told you could get a cab there, but there's no guaranteeing finding a cab there to come back into the city.
At the strip club, we took the Hustler bus back.
What?
Oh, you took the Hustler bus too? We did too, yeah.
What's the Hustler bus?
It's the most embarrassing vehicle to get out of.
Why?
See, the guys from the Hustler, when we're leaving, they're like, hey, you know, because we look to get a cab or something.
I have a picture of it.
And it's a giant, like commuter type little bus.
A shuttle.
A shuttle bus, right?
Yeah, sure. Airport shuttle bus type thing.
But there's on the side of it is it's been, you know, that stuff you put on the side with pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
A giant picture of a naked girl.
Oh, that's hilarious.
On it.
It says Hustler Club
and Hustler Club and you pull up to your hotel in this like you're just a fucking degenerate and you stumble off the thing. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It really is.
Troy has a good picture of it.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I got one, too. I'm trying to put up.
Yeah. It's
there it is.
There it is. Look at the door. It's got some woman holding her
jet
tits.
black, except for the sides and the front are purple.
Purple.
Her cleavage. Her cleavage. Cleveland and her cleavage like spreads so you can get on the bus.
Yeah. It's pretty much her legs and cleavage spread. And you walk onto the bus.
Right in the middle of her boobies and her twat to get on the bus.
And Troy takes somewhere else.
The best part
Oh, God.
when we're leaving, we come back to the hotel. It's Roland and myself, Troy, and we get to the hotel, and Roland and I are walking off, and Roland goes, you coming? Troy goes, no, we're going to go to another bar. He had the shuttle take him to a different bar.
And by the way, Troy had already been up from the whole night before because he was DJing.
Okay. See?
And so he just decided to keep going because he knew what other bar that the blonde stripper from Cherry Darts was at because he'd been texting with her.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess she was sending some sexy pictures to Troy.
Wow.
Troy was tweeting.
Wow.
Troy Kwan on Twitter. Troy Kwan is a rock star.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Troy.
I know some people don't like him around here, but you can't
Troy's
deny
a rock
that
star.
he's a rock fucking star.
He is a rock star, man.
He's not all talk. He backs it all up.
No. He walks the walk, as
He
they
had
say.
all sorts of things happening up there. I don't know what he wants to
goodness.
talk about, but yeah. Which one was that? The blonde?
That's
Yeah.
She cleans up nice, man. The picture I got of the blonde doesn't do her justice.
Oh,
The picture
Troy
Troy Kwan got of the blonde stripper from Cherry Darts. Wow. She's in a little lingerie number. She's on her bed, and she's got a finger in her mouth.
I'm gonna nail this stripper.
Exotic dancer.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah, she was cool.
Wow.
Anything happen, or is just kind of just a little...
Well, it kind of took a crazy turn, but
Crazy.
Of course it did.
Why?
Of course it is.
By the way, this is the reason we wanted everyone to stay in Cleveland for these stories.
Yeah.
A lot of guys stayed on their own dime and all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
Well, like we lost young Sam early Saturday morning and E-Rock early Saturday morning.
That's too bad because I bring the party.
You sure do.
Yeah, you do.
So it took a weird turn. Why?
Well, we're hanging out before Cherry Darts, and like I'm just kicking it to her, and she's cool. She's like, "Oh, hey, here's my number. Let's hang out later." And I'm like, "Great, cool. Let's hang out." And we're texting the whole time.
You want to explain?
Yeah. Well, basically, I brought my girlfriend with me.
That's why he's a rock star.
Sure.
But my girlfriend is.
Why should that stop you?
My girlfriend's the shit. Like I basically told her.
She
I
is
said,
awesome.
She's down, right?
I said, look, come to Cleveland. We're going to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Gary hooked up some tickets for us. We went, so that was really cool. And we're going to stay and see Jim's show. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Right.
But don't come to Cleveland unless you're ready to have a good time.
Right.
Because I'm there to party.
And
You're
is
there
a-
to party.
And what is a good time in Troy's world?
Well, I'm going to party with some strippers. You know? So I'm kicking it to this girl before Cherry Darts. And she's like, oh, I have an apartment with the other girl, the girl that had all the tattoos on her side.
Shit.
She's like, we just got a new place together. Come
Oh.
over, hang out, let's party. I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. So I'm texting with her all day, and she's like, I'm not working at Hustler, I'm working at this other club. So after we left Hustler Club, we took the bus to where she works.
I heard about
The
that,
Hustler
yeah.
bus to another
Yeah.
strip club?
No, this was just a regular bar.
Oh, regular bar she works
Yeah,
at.
they had a DJ play. So literally, like, the door's like, opens up. Me and my girlfriend are like, yeah, let's party. So
Amazing.
I forgot to tell this girl that I had my girlfriend with me.
You forgot.
Yeah.
Whoops.
But plus, I like the element of surprise.
Yeah.
So we walk in, and I'm like, hey, what's up? And she's like, hey. And we've been texting all day, flirting, having fun.
Oh.
And she just looks over, and I'm like, oh, this is my girlfriend. And she just looked like a deer in headlights. She was like staring at me like,
Really?
Why would you do this?
yeah, like, why the fuck would you do this?
You should have said, do you realize what you do for a living?
That's what I said. I'm like thinking to myself,
What's
you just
wrong
had
with you?
cherries thrown at your ass.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, your asshole.
Asshole.
Asshole, right.
And she's like hanging out with the other strippers upstairs, and like my chick's hot, so I'm like, fucking, let's have a party.
Rock star.
No one's going to argue.
Motherfucker's a rock star.
No one's arguing with you.
No.
I like your delivery on this whole thing, though.
Right. So it's just she's pissed off. So she's like, all right, and then she leaves, and then she's texting me from another room, and she's like, hey, I didn't know you had a girlfriend, whatever. I'm like, cool, no worries. Like, that's fine, no problem. Like, whatever.
We can still hang out and party.
Yeah, but she was like, yeah, no, I don't feel comfortable with this. I'm not happy you have a girlfriend.
And you're like, whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, cool. I'm
You're like, whatever. I'll move on to the next
whisperer.
party.
The stripper whisperer.
So I head back to the hotel with my girlfriend. I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. We'll have fun tomorrow, whatever. And she's texting me all night.
Oh, man.
Now there's drama?
Yeah, she's like,
Wow.
You didn't do anything with her.
Right.
Only Troy could fucking do this, get stripper drama.
Even strippers have drama? You would think that would...
oh,
Yeah,
they're
you
full
think
of
they'd be
drama.
like, all right,
They're full of
whatever.
drama.
You'd think they would be down for whatever.
Right.
Exactly. Thank you.
Or at least go, okay, wow, I'm not into this. I'm moving on, too.
So I'll move on, right?
Yeah, well, she's like, yeah, it's just not cool. You have a girlfriend, blah, 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 blah. And I'm
You
like,
guys had a relationship.
exactly. I'm like, well, I live in New York City. Like, what do you expect? Like, I told you from the get-go, I'm here till Sunday morning.
So if you want to party,
You
let's
had
party.
cherries thrown at your ass on stage.
Hole.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? Let's have a good time.
Right. Right.
And what do you mean by good time? What would be the ultimate good time in
Well,
that situation?
Good question, Opie.
Thank you.
Right,
Thank you.
Yeah,
Basically,
yeah.
I think I know the answer, but I
So
want
do
the
I.
audience to know.
So do I.
What would be the ultimate good time with the stripper and your girlfriend?
My chick's like, basically, like, if we're there and things are happening, like, whatever. Like, just have fun.
Sky's the limit, Opie.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit.
That must be a great way to go through life. Everything's just whatever.
Whatever,
We're out of
right?
town. I'm down
The
for a good
stripper,
time.
the girlfriend, me.
It's just
whatever.
It's just very vague and
I'm
rock
from New
star-ish.
York.
Right.
From New York, whatever.
Why limit yourself with plans?
Right.
Yes.
Plans, one
Open
girl.
this shit up.
Why limit
See what
yourself?
happens.
Right.
So we're thinking what we're thinking.
Yeah, my chick's punk rock. She's like,
She's
whatever.
ready to go. Whatever this one's into.
However this
she's
leads,
into.
if it just means going back and having some beers, kicking it,
Whatever.
whatever.
What if it leads to a little pussy looking?
I mean,
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know if my chick's gonna lick her stripper's pussy, but
She might though.
Prude.
Whatever.
I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for her, but
Fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah.
Fair enough, sir. Fair enough.
So it's like all day Saturday, she's still texting me. So I'm
Oh,
like,
man.
so I'm thinking to
Drama.
myself, like, okay, cool. Like after Norton show,
Maybe she's reconsidering.
Exactly.
Maybe she got in her head like, whoa, I didn't expect that, but you know what?
Yeah.
Maybe I can work something out with
Right.
these two.
I go home Sunday morning. I have one more night. Let's fucking hang.
Right.
So she's still like, it's not cool. You have a girlfriend. Blah 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 blah.
God.
Fuck.
And I'm just like, you gotta fucking be kidding me. So finally, late Sunday night, she says to me, all right, cool, nice to meet you. And I said, you know what? Nice to meet you too. God bless. See you later.
Yeah.
Then she texts me that picture.
Fuck.
And I said, well, what the fuck was that for? I thought you wrote me off. She's like, no, I just wanted to say hello.
But that's how you say hello.
Yeah.
Jesus
So I was like,
Christ.
oh, cool, you sent me a picture. I'm gonna
Nice
put it up on my
hello.
Instagram.
Did you leave your girlfriend to have a long distance relationship with a stripper from Cleveland?
No! No!
Sam.
Oh.
But I have fun. She was a hot chick. She was a lot of
look,
fun.
So she,
And hold on, for the people out there, your girl blows her away, and she was sexy.
Yeah.
She was the big, tall blonde with the legs and the butt
Yeah.
and the.
And I love tall.
And the A's.
And wait a minute. So
But your
she's,
girlfriend is hotter than her.
she sent
Yeah.
you a text with that picture.
Yeah.
And you just Instagrammed it.
yeah.
But it was a nice Instagram. It said thanks to
right.
the
Yeah,
stripper.
it wasn't.
Thanks to the hashtag stripper in Cleveland for texting me her pic last night.
I think that's what Instagram is made for.
Exactly.
She's got her finger in her mouth. Her tits are just like blah, 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 all the fucking big as she's laying down on her back, looking sexily into the camera.
Yep, on our pink pillow.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not like she's bashful, is it?
No. And I have a picture of her ass on my Instagram, so I figured, well, she's not really showing anything, so I might as well put this one up.
I didn't see
Yeah.
that one. You must have posted that late last night.
No. I put it up while the show was going on,
You
actually.
did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. Okay, we were kind of busy.
Somebody's insinuating that sending that photo was a fuck you.
Well, Well, I mean,
Could
hey,
it have been?
no.
Oh, that?
No?
We all got that.
Oh, we all got that picture.
Exactly.
We all collected that one.
I got video of that. Yeah, that's not exactly a rare picture.
Let me ask you guys, if
It's her bent all the way over at our live gig at the Blind Pig.
If you saw that girl, just that picture, you'd think to yourself, that girl likes to have a good time, right?
Oh, yeah, you would think.
At least a good time.
Exactly.
No
Yeah,
drama.
Whatever that means. It
No
might be
drama.
drinking beers. It might be, I don't know.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Anything goes.
Opie,
Yeah, okay.
whatever.
Whatever.
She's probably not hung up on any girlfriend type of thing.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
See, that's why Troy's a rock star. He doesn't have to. It's all just a whatever.
No.
Well, I understand.
You think stripper drama fucking put a monkey wrench in his shit?
Hell fucking
Not a fucking, he didn't miss a beat.
Dude, we had a blast. I look at it like, soon as the show live broadcast is over, I'm on vacation. That's
Right.
the way I look at it.
That's it.
And I like to have fun when I'm on vacation.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they were. We were at the live broadcast. I certainly had a few beers out and had a few beers, and
Yeah.
and boy, the staff wasn't allowed to have a beer. They were.
Oh, yeah.
They were
watching
fucking
old hot
chomping.
guys.
Chomping at the bit.
They were because at one point, like, listeners were buying me beers and shit. I'm like, I'm not gonna drink all these. So I look at Roland, who's to my right, and it's kind of late in the broadcast. Even I'm like,
yeah.
Roland, why don't you have one of these? He's like, I would love to.
I can't. They're staring at me.
And I literally had a bucket of beers with ice in it right in front of me.
Right.
And I'm just peeling them off one after another. And the staff is looking like, fuck.
They're just foaming at the mouth.
Just one sip.
But boy, we had people up there to make sure the staff wasn't drinking.
Yeah.
Boo.
It was still fun regardless. That broadcast was fucking
It was amazing, right?
It was great.
I didn't know what to expect. I couldn't have asked for anything better.
Yeah, the fans
the staff
were so
was
cool.
great. The
Yeah.
place was great. The fans were amazing. I thought the broadcast itself was pretty good too. So
Yeah.
You know.
We got to get back to the strip club.
Could we take a break?
Yeah, we'll
Because I got to take a leak. It's a good place to stop, and
Yep.
we'll get into the strip club with Roland and some other things.
Oh, yeah.
Do you mind?
Great.
Roland, you're not
Sure.
going anywhere, right?
No.
All right.
Do you have a
And,
beer?
E-Rock, you put a lot of our shit up on our Facebook page.
Yes.
We got pictures and videos.
All
and
the photos are up. The videos you guys took are all up as well.
Anthony's video went fucking viral.
Yeah, that thing took off.
Reddit put it on their front page, and
That did it.
And YouTube had it as one of their one of their big videos yesterday too.
Yeah, it was Chip Ruins the Mood.
Yeah,
That was the video.
It's a great video.
Facebook.com/Opie and Anthony.
What is it up to? Like 200,000 views?
How many views?
225,000.
225,000 views since fucking Thursday night.
Nice. Yeah, you nailed Chip. I mean that's
a
Chip
perfect
right
Chip.
the fuck there.
I was at a bachelor party with guys who don't listen to the show on Saturday, and they were talking about this video
It's fucking hilarious.
You had to go to a bachelor party?
on Saturday.
Holy fuck. Yeah, the video's up on our Facebook page, Opie and Anthony. Check it out. Very, very good.
I was down for whatever, you know? I
Down
was
for
like,
whatever. Whatever.
I also liked your I liked your TSA old lady video. That should go viral. I'm telling you, that should go viral because it's something we always talk about. How at the airport they, they're searching old ladies in wheelchairs.
yeah, that's
and you
another
finally got one. That thing should be viral, just like the other one. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I got an old bag. She's in a wheelchair and getting searched by TSA.
And Ant's got a great video of this lady. She not only is she in a wheelchair, I don't think she even knows where she is.
Yeah.
B, she's not moving at all. Mm-hmm. And they're trying to lift her up so they could check to see if she's sitting on an explosive. What the fuck are they doing?
I know. They're swabbing her for explosive residue.
That video we absolutely should be pushing. That thing should go viral.
That's a good one.
Because that's just a waste.
Yeah.
I agree with you. That's just a waste.
Someone didn't like the video.
What?
Well, four dislikes. 4 dislikes on that video. The woman being so why? I don't understand. People think because if you don't like the content of the video,
right?
Like I don't like the idea that she's being searched by TSA like that. Right. I'm going to dislike this. It's like no, that's not what you don't. You're disliking the video.
No, they're just we got a few obsessed haters.
Yeah.
So instead of moving on, they're just gonna obsessively hate on us. It's really fucking strange.
Yeah.
I got a video of us. Just entering the Blind Pig and going to start a broadcast.
Yeah.
How do you dislike that?
I don't like it.
Unless you're an obsessed hater.
Right.
Because it's an amazing quick video of just everyone losing their shit because we're in Cleveland for the first time in years. It's just obsessed weird fucking haters.
Fucking morons.
But anyway, a lot of this shit is on our Facebook page.
Yep.
Opie and Anthony, like that shit, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Roland in the strip club next. Stay there.
Sirius XM. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
we getting topical with this shit?
Oh.
We're going with Roland at the strip club.
Oh, nice. All right, very good.
That is topical.
We're back from Cleveland, a little tired.
Yeah.
But man, we had a good time up there, and once again, I want to thank everybody that came out to Jimmy's shows, to our live broadcast. It was just awesome to see. It really was. I fucking hate that we broadcast from this stupid box every day. I'm reminded of that.
Yeah.
Because we've been isolated for so fucking long. We used to have that big studio with the bleachers, so we got to meet our fans and our listeners every fucking day.
Studio audience.
And you almost forget that people are actually listening to this shit and enjoying it.
Enjoying it, out there, fucking digging the show, showing up at appearances.
Absolutely. Chasing us down the street.
Oh, yeah. Insanity.
Anyway, we're at the strip club now with Roland.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
What a fucking time. I was at a table, it was a couple of tables away from, about 3 tables away from their table. And at Roland's table, what an illustrious crowd of people there. There was Troy Kwan and the lovely Ms. Kwan.
Well, that gives you a better grade right there.
Yeah.
For your overall table. Your overall table grade goes up with a Troy Kwan sitting.
Oh, hell yeah, because the chicks are going to gravitate toward that table.
Because you're with the guy that's down for whatever.
But bringing the average way back down again.
Oh, boy.
Also joined by E-Rock at the table.
See, that's not necessary.
Now, it's easy to just go with that joke, but why was he bringing the grade down?
Well,
just because it was E-Rock or because of some of the things he was doing?
I think E-Rock was trying to be what they call a playa. A playa.
Ah, shit.
He was kicking back, hanging, and drinking some of that champagne.
And waving girls off.
Hey, bad.
But the girls were coming?
It was like a pimp. He was like,
You're just waving them off and drinking your own bottle of champagne, by the way?
His champagne flute. He's just waving them. He's pushing them away with his champagne flute.
Who the fuck drinks a whole bottle of champagne?
E-Rock.
Me.
You like champagne?
It wasn't bad.
Obviously. I wouldn't mind a glass, but after that, you're like, all right, give me some.
It was some of the worst champagne I've ever had.
Yeah.
Jonathan,
to be honest with you.
Pulled me over and he was like, "You want to smell something disgusting?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he just passed me the glass of champagne. He's like, "Smell this."
And have you ever smelled?
Disgusted.
Have you
by
ever
it.
smelled someone's breath after they puke from drinking? That's what the champagne smelled like.
Yeah, champagne
puke breath.
Champagne tends to smell like puke, right?
Yeah.
So, but E-Rock that didn't stop E-Rock. He drank the whole bottle.
Oh,
E-Rock.
taste of high class. Like he was trying to be a classy guy.
He was
and didn't
being the
realize
guy.
This champagne was
like
the
E-Rock
worst ever.
Yeah, E-Rock is like, yeah, I'm in the club, got the chicks around, but I don't give a shit.
I didn't
I'm
move.
fucking.
I had free champagne. I just sat there
He
and drank.
sat there, fucking kicking it, looking around like, fuck you, ladies. I don't give a shit.
Life is good.
Life is good.
Yeah, but it wasn't a matter of you ladies can't satisfy me. It was a matter of I won't be spending any money tonight.
Nope.
Yeah. That was what was going on. And in the meantime, I was at a table with this guy that was hovering over me, a fan,
creepy guy.
Who was walking
we might have
around
a few of those.
with fucking like $3 in his hand, like
that
he
guy
was
was
the
a
big
piece of
spender.
shit.
What an asshole!
He walked over to our table and he was looking at me. He was like, "Hey Sam, go up there. Here's some dollars. My treat. Go up." And he was looking at me like I was going to give a stripper $3 because he asked me to, like I was there to perform for him.
Yeah. You know what? You were like the kid that the parent goes, "Why don't you let him pay for it?" And you give him the money. He goes to the cash register.
Yeah.
And it's like, "Oh, that's adorable." That's what he wanted you to do.
And I looked at him like he was a complete piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, what are you even talking to me for?
He was hovering over me at one point where he literally was kind of hunched over in my airspace. He was like right on top of me. And he's talking like, "Yeah, Anthony, right. And he's just babbling. He's drunk. And I got to the point where I turned around. I went, "Dude, you gotta fucking leave."
Yeah.
I go, "Leave.
Fucking up the vibe.
You're annoying the shit out of me."
Yeah.
And
Because
then
you're there trying to impress Troy Kwan.
of course. As we all were.
I think you all wanted Troy Kwan's approval, and certainly this creepy fan wasn't going to help matters.
But then he pulled that thing where it's like, then I'm the fucking asshole. "Oh, I see how it is.
Yeah.
I see how it is." It's like, what? You see how it is? Then you see that you're an annoying fuck.
Yeah.
I'm trying to have fun, and you're like pissing me off.
Yeah.
And then Keith had to get up and, give him the old, like, dude, you gotta go. You gotta fucking leave.
Good.
So then he fucking leaves, all pissed off. And then we didn't know this beforehand, but he had ordered about 20 beers for everybody at the tables. And the waitress comes over with all these beers. And Keith just goes, nah, take them away. Send them back. Send back 20 open beers.
Like, you can't act like a piece of shit and do something nice and think you're not a piece of shit.
He was still a piece of shit.
Was he really a piece of shit?
He was the worst. He fucked up the whole thing. Like,
He really was fucking up everything. If it wasn't for Troy Kwan, the whole night would have been a bust.
But maybe he was nervous.
Nervous. He was an asshole fucking
nervous,
fan. Trying to inject himself into the situation. You can't compete with the cool that was E-Rock.
Exactly.
Sitting there with his fucking champagne flute, shooing away the dancers. You can't compete with a Troy Kwan just every 2 seconds texting the stripper saying, knock it the fuck off. Listen, I'm here to have fun, and I don't care.
Right. E-Rock doesn't normally drink, but when he does, it's terrible strip club champagne. He's the world's most interesting fat guy.
When E-Rock drinks, he's all in. Man.
Oh, my
he's
God.
All the fuck in.
Yes. It was just abominable. That guy, he had to go. And there were a couple of fans in there that were like that night.
It's
guy
okay
at the
to
I
be...
went to take a piss, and some guy fucking corners me in the bathroom and starts talking about, what happened with something that happened with Bobo and some listener and Bobo had an exchange. And here's the story, and he wouldn't shut the fuck. I was like, I looked at him and went, I don't care.
Right.
I don't fucking care. I'm at a strip club. I'm trying to hang out and look fucking E-Rock cool.
Yeah.
I don't need this guy.
Trying to get my champagne on.
My champagne.
He was blocking us from leaving. He was standing in that little narrow walkway. And Troy goes, you really need to move.
Yeah.
And then he turns around and starts telling me about, I saw. But I'm like, I don't care. We're leaving.
I'm trying to get back to my table from the bathroom, and he's in front of me, blocking the way, just yapping.
Right.
And I'm like trying to, I'm edging around him, trying to fucking move. He didn't get the hint. Hint, fucker.
I never understood an oblivious person like that.
Just
How could
no
you
clue.
not realize what a dick you are?
What I'm doing, if I saw someone eagerly trying to get the fuck away, maybe you could take the hint that, the guy doesn't want to speak to you.
He was just nervous.
Oh, fuck that. There are plenty of great listeners and fans that were there.
You're a big deal.
And
he
a
was
couple
nervous.
of douchebags.
He was nervous.
He was nervous. He had a sour stomach.
He bought drinks for everybody.
Fuck him. Fuck that guy.
He'd make his life better, and he was just trying to show his appreciation, but he was a little nervous about it.
Well, you know what? He almost ruined the night, but thank God for Troy Kwan.
Where is Troy Kwan? He's too cool
for,
to add to this conversation,
E-Rock
I guess?
No, he's down for whatever.
Is he?
Yeah, he'll talk about it. Whatever.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Troy pulled a
Whatever.
great move.
What was that?
In the club. So at one point, him and his chick find this girl, and his girlfriend and her are talking for a while, and then they disappear for maybe half an hour.
Oh.
They come back to the table with that girl.
Uh-huh.
And then Troy gets up and leaves again. But Troy's girlfriend and this girl are just sitting there talking for a while.
Oh.
Troy then comes back with a different girl, taps his girlfriend, and goes, let's go. So she goes, okay, gets up. They go into another room and leave the original girls just sitting at the table.
Wow.
All awkward.
That's what Troy does because, whatever.
That's down for whatever right there.
I was trying to have a good time.
Oh, where are you? Over there.
It's a good time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to hurt their feelings?
I saw Troy go into the back room a couple of times with, multiple ladies, as it were. Just amazing.
Yeah, it was fun. We had a great time. Well, I haven't been to a strip club in 10 years.
Wow.
So, and my chick, she loves strip clubs, so.
She's down for anything.
Man.
She's down for whatever. She doesn't
Whatever.
care.
I'm sorry. Whatever. Not anything.
Down for whatever.
Anything's different than whatever if you think about it.
Yeah, like anything, like whatever goes.
Whatever.
And I must say, our own Roland was definitely having some fun.
Fantastic time.
I saw Roland whiz past me a couple of times with a lady in tow.
For the people that wonder about Roland, because I know you're out there wondering, and there's certainly people around here that wonder, just go to a strip club with Roland, and you won't wonder, wonder anymore.
He didn't want to go either. No, Troy and me had to drag him to the strip club kicking and screaming. He did not want to go. He was looking for every excuse possible to not go.
And then when he realized all the food places were closed.
Yes.
All right, I'll go.
Yeah. I'll go, whatever. Yeah, the restaurants are closed.
Sleep. He was up in his room saying, I'm going to sleep.
Roland had some ladies.
Just one.
Roland, was it just one?
Yeah.
I thought I saw you pass by me a couple of times.
Oh, yeah, same one, though.
Oh, okay. Oh, he was smitten.
Oh, really?
Fell in love.
Yeah. A little love at the strip club.
We were texting too, but
Oh,
no
were
drama.
ya?
No drama.
No drama? So you were texting, so you exchanged numbers with
Yeah.
these girls.
Yeah.
Look at that. Roland's fucking getting some
What's,
digits.
what's Roland's type?
Well, very hot.
In this case.
Yeah, hot girl.
Yeah, it's hot. She's coming from Memorial Day week in New York. She goes, we should hang out and have fun.
Half of the dancers, not quite my cup of tea. Or dark coffee. Yes.
Oh, they're darkies.
Black chicks.
All right.
There were
Now you're
about
talking.
half the girls were
What
black
kind of
chicks.
dark though? Not that dark behind you.
Ran the gamut. Yes, there was
That dark as that.
There was one girl that was dancing that I swear was fresh off the boat from like Liberia. Just fucking, she had a big afro, and she was like doing the ass dance and shit. It was crazy.
That doesn't turn you on.
No.
Oh my god.
I'm just not into
that
black
jungle
chicks.
shit is
Does
all
me.
right. Right.
Yeah, that's me and my chick took a black chick in the back.
Whoa.
Yeah.
My chick was freaking out. She's like, I love that girl's ass. Let's take her back.
Not into the black chick.
And
one other thing very cool about the Hustler Club.
Yep.
There were the stripper poles were 30 feet high. It was like in a warehouse, and the ceilings are about 30 fucking feet high.
And they climbed that
and
shit?
they climbed right up to the top. Then they'd wrap their legs around the pole, flip upside down, and then let go where they're literally falling from the ceiling. And then they'd step on the brakes right at the last minute and throw their arms out and their tits and but they were working that 30-foot long pole. It was amazing.
Damn, who polishes the poles to make sure they're
I
not
guess
too
the
slippery
girls
for the
do.
broads?
Guess the girls do. Very nice. So that was pretty impressive. But then Troy and Roland just passing by with girls, and I didn't know what was going on in that back room. Any action? Was it fun? Was it fun back there?
It was worth the money.
All right, worth the price of admission to
Because
the
I
back
don't know
room.
if I should go back, and Troy goes, get your ass up there. I'm like, all right.
Oh man.
Troy was the team leader.
and during this whole time, by the way, everything we're discussing, E-Rock's sitting there with his champagne, just with his he had his thumb and forefinger
Right.
on the flute of the champagne flute, right on the stem. And he would shoo them away with his pinky, holding the glass like, no, not even make eye contact with her either.
E-Rock, you were good. You didn't need the back room.
No.
Nah, it was fine.
You're just chilling with your champagne.
Especially when the champagne ran out, and Aunt goes, oh, there's another bottle over here. So I just grabbed it. And
Of course.
Oh, yeah. E-Rock was a Mac daddy. He was a player.
He was balling so hard.
Balling.
Actually, I told Eric, do you want to go now? He goes, just go back, have some more fun. I'm like, all right, I will.
Go ahead.
You ran
I won't
out
be
of cash,
spending
and you had
money.
to start putting it on a credit card, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, no.
Because at one point, Roland was gone so long, right? Troy and I were trying to figure out how much he spent. I'm
had to be a lot.
I think 7 songs went by, and he goes,
Oh,
it's got to be
man.
more than that. Roland comes back, and we're like, how much did it cost? And he goes, I put it on the card.
Oh, shit, Roland.
7 songs? Oh, man, that's a lot of money right there.
It's better than a New York day. Over here, you spend $300, you get a high five. Fuck them.
What, HIV?
Pretty much.
High five.
Yeah, the dollar goes a long way in Cleveland.
Yeah.
It's like Mexico.
Like Mexico. So, what kind of? I know in New York you go to the back room and there's nothing going on. You know, the girl fucking pretty much dances like she does out in front, and but it's in the back room. Like, who gives a shit? Any differences in Cleveland? Because I know you went to a few strip clubs in Cleveland. Is it any different?
Just a little bit.
Little?
A little bit.
What happens back there?
Handsy
You
pansy.
spend a lot of money. What happens
It's
back
kind of like in
there?
New Jersey. You sit in your car and they give you.
Look, I'm gonna be very.
What was that exchange, Troy? What was he getting at?
I don't know.
What did he mean? Roland doesn't even drive.
I'll say he was back there for a long time, and he walks out with a fucking smile on his face. The girl walks away for a little bit, comes, sits right back down next to Roland, and then they go back in the room for a while.
Oh boy.
What were we going to say, Ed? I'm sorry.
I'm going to say that I heard tell of something. I heard tell Roland made cumsies in his pants. That's what I heard.
Who do you hear this from?
Well, you know what? A lot of stories get told back and forth.
You know
there
what?
was a lot of...
You got Angry Panda. Don't look over there. You got Angry Panda.
Look.
We had fun-loving Panda.
Look, I'm not
now
saying...
Now we got Angry Panda.
I'm not saying Roland made cumsies.
He wants to rip you through those bars now.
I'm saying I heard Roland made cumsies.
But how does something like that get out there?
When you're fucking sitting with the likes of Troy Kwan.
Oh, so Roland might have been bragging.
Chick, fucking E-Rock, he's not there for the girls, so he's hearing the gossip.
Right.
He's hearing what's going on as he's just flinging that hand. Girls, ladies, you're not getting a buck out of me.
Was there any panda cum?
You are correct, sir.
Yes, Roland.
I did your laundry.
Made. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Hot stove, hot water.
Oh, my God.
And Roland doesn't really travel with clothes, so
No.
I would imagine the plane ride back was a bit
The
sticky.
next day, switch back to those basketball shorts.
Yep.
Roland, you were
jeans
wearing
were
your
done
shorts
for.
Yeah,
at
'cause
the...
it's ass. No, I had to wear pants.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe she snaked her hand up the short leg and did something.
How did the cumsies happen?
Yeah, give us a little insight.
I won't say, but just swap pants with shorts. So basically.
Well, she got her hand working. Yeah, up the pant leg.
Jesus.
Up your cuff by your shoe, and then.
I have holes all over my pants.
Oh, okay. There's holes all over his pants.
He's a bitch.
Yeah. So some type of contact was made.
Sure.
Yeah, and cumsies.
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 Now, E-Rock, what were you doing during all this?
I was twirling champagne around in a glass.
In a glass, just fancily holding up the crystal flute into the light, just looking like, oh, I'm getting a little low. Another bottle here. Chop, chop, another bottle.
Just taking it all in.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Experiencing Cleveland.
And fucking the traffic from that table back and forth from that back room. No wonder Roland kept going back.
Yeah.
I also heard tell Roland made cumsies twice.
2 times?
You are correct, sir.
Firing them off, huh?
Yeah.
Ta-da!
He walks out. He got like giggly, like he was drunk.
You never saw him that happy. His eyes were open
Oh,
wide.
yeah. He was fucking
He couldn't even talk. He was
crazy.
Just like,
He was
He looked
crazy.
like anime.
He looked like anime.
Just his
back
eyes
up.
wide open. That's
Yeah.
great.
Oh, that's
All right,
great.
good for Roland. He's been stressed
That's
lately.
fantastic.
Roland has a stressful job.
He does.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I was like, I don't give a fuck anymore.
he didn't give a fuck. It
What was
great.
better, getting off at the strip club with Troy or getting off at the massage parlor with Troy?
What? Oh, that's an old
strip
story?
Oh, yeah. Strip club was better. Because every time Roland and Troy hang out, somebody ends up rubbing Roland's dick.
not me, by the way.
I just said someone.
A lady.
And you
It's
said you're down for whatever, so...
Yeah.
Whatever.
Whatever.
We definitely adventurous in that.
Yeah. He owes me a massage and a hand job.
No,
Roland.
a steak and a hand job.
No, you already got me
We have to hold it.
Dick and a hand job. Really?
And you slept in yesterday? Because we all had to get up at 4:30 to get to the airport.
Yeah, we had a 10:30 flight.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, it was great.
Instead of staying up all night like we did.
We were signing stuff after Jimmy's show, and all I was doing was looking at the line going like, fuck, man. I got to get out of here. I wanted to just sleep so bad.
Yeah.
Why'd you get the early
Get
flight?
some sleep.
That's what they do. When you travel with Jimmy and Kenny, they're all about getting on that first flight. Which,
I wanted
which
to get the
logically
fuck
makes
out of
sense
there.
because there's
Yeah.
traffic to the airport, no traffic in the airport.
Yeah.
Security lines are nothing. The planes take off on time because
Yeah, but
they're
it's-
pretty much the first plane taking off.
Might have been an issue
And then you
landing.
get back to New York and you walk around like a zombie because you haven't slept.
Right, because there's no issue getting out of Cleveland. It's not like, even at prime time, there's 4 people on the security line.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And then what? The Hustler bus brought you guys all
The
back
bus,
to
the fucking disgrace bus brings you back to the hotel.
Well, I think we paid for the bus, basically.
Oh, yeah. They did
They're like,
toss
oh,
a
we'll take it, don't worry.
few dollars their way.
Well, I dropped them off. I stayed on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
another
I
call.
also hear tell.
Oh, my God. You got a lot of hear tells.
Rolando
Back to
wanted,
Rolando.
yeah, was ready, willing, able, and eager to go to another strip club that was literally across the street or next door from
we walk out, right, and we're going to get a cab, and they're telling us, no, we'll get the bus. Roland's like, oh, cool. And then he turns and he sees right on the next block there's this other strip club. And he goes, there was another strip club? We could have went to this. And he's trying to start walking over there. We're like, the bus is coming, and he's now torn between going back to the hotel or go to the club on the next block.
Absolutely wanted to go to another strip club.
That is correct again.
He was the kid in the candy store. He loved it. Yeah, Roland had a great time. And you didn't want to go.
I know.
You got to fucking make cumsies twice.
You weren't allowed to drink at the live gig, though.
You were at the fucking
be careful with that
table with all the popular kids.
Yep.
Troy Kwan.
He was a good shit. Troy was a good cheerleader. Just go. Okay.
Yeah, I was there to have a good time. I mean, like I said, I've been to a strip club in 10 years, so I had to let loose.
Man. Well, you know what? No one ever would have known that you hadn't been there because you had the protocol down. You looked like a seasoned vet. You were the guy. You were the fucking, you were macking the girls, and then you got fucking E-Rock, who was just what a cavalcade of personalities at that table. E-Rock just fucking blowing off the girls. Get the fuck away! I'm here with my champagne.
That's where I had to go. I was like, I could see what was happening. Like, Troy was in a room within 10 minutes of being there.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, Troy's doing his thing. Roland was already talking to a girl. So I was like, all right, Roland's doing his thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I stay, it's going to be me sitting here with E-Rock while he drinks champagne.
Drinks that free champagne.
I was like, I'm going to get out of here now.
Yeah. I'm bummed I wasn't there.
Oh,
we tried to talk you into it, man.
You saw me.
You were almost there. Almost
I was
in the
debating in the fucking lobby.
You had no voice.
I was lame. Yeah, and I lost my fucking voice. I don't know what the fuck that was.
You don't need a voice as long as you got a dick.
Whatever.
Dick. My dick.
Yeah, who needs a voice in a strip club, right?
Of course.
All right. Any other stories from Cleveland?
I'm trying to think of.
Kenny was, because he went with us. He was on, but he left with, like, I left, me, Kenny, and Jonathan left after like 20 minutes.
Yeah, Jonathan did not like Cleveland.
No, he was.
But then again, he travels the world, so.
Jonathan and me sat in the hotel bar.
Oh, yeah,
instead of going in the strip club. Like, we were there for like 3 hours, just sitting there. And by the end of it, Jonathan spent an hour and a half purposely having the worst conversation a person could have with the bartender and the other people in the bar.
Oh, my God.
Just to see if the people from Cleveland would pick up on how bad the conversation.
How horrible the conversation is.
None of them knew it.
Well, he was chatting with some young people in the lobby right before we left to go to the airport. And there was this girl that was there, a real white trashy looking girl. And she was telling us how she had been tased 3 times in her life.
Wow. Don't you learn after the first one usually?
No. She's loved,
up to 3.
We learned she loved Jameson. Yeah. And she had been tased 3 times. And she just couldn't stop telling people about that. And it just got to the point where we were just sitting there. I was just, get me the fuck out of here. I had it. I'd had my fill
of Cleveland,
of the hotel, of Cleveland, of everything. I just wanted out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whew. But everyone seemed to have had a good time.
Oh, yeah. Blast.
Friday was pretty much the night, because Saturday we had Jimmy's show.
Yeah.
Which was a lot of fun, but it was, it was, we had to be there. Mm-hmm. We would have been there anyway, but we had to be in the audience because Jimmy, gave us the little wave.
Which I keep telling him he doesn't have to do that.
No,
it's very nice of him, but
it was very nice. I got up. I didn't do the bow. Right. I didn't do the royal bow like I did last time. I just got up and Jimmy made fun of my clothes.
Well, I didn't know what happened. We all were, me and you were on our best behavior with nice shirts on. And for the second show, I look over and you're in a T-shirt. I'm like, what happened to his shirt?
I had a shirt on, just kind of like I'm wearing today. Something? Yeah. It was like I'm wearing today. I usually just have a shirt over my T-shirt.
And Jimmy, pretty much stopped his special to say, wow, thanks for dressing up. Or
it was during the time where he goes, I want to point out Opie and Anthony are here, and the crowd, gives us a nice ovation, thank you. Sure. And we kind of stand up, and he goes, oh, thanks, Ant, for, dressing for the occasion. Right. Because I just had an NYPD shirt.
And I turned to him, I go,
T-shirt on.
I go, what happened? I didn't even notice. What happened?
Well, I only had a shirt over the T-shirt, and then in between the first and second shows, I kind of took it off.
Well, and it was a bit heated backstage, so I could see where you might have got a little warm and needed to take a shirt off.
Got a little warm back there.
Jimmy will talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure.
I can't wait.
I'm sure Jimmy will talk about it.
Yes, he will.
But in the end, wow, it was great.
You guys had some diehard fans there.
Yeah, it was nice to see.
And the line
That's
to
crazy.
get stuff signed from you guys was like, it just went on forever.
Yeah. That's why I was looking like, oh boy. And Keith the cop, by the way, photobombed everybody's picture. Because he was standing behind us against the wall, and that's where people were taking the pictures. So they were like, oh, can I get a picture with you guys? They're like, yeah. So we line up, do the old photo thing, and Keith was just standing back there, so he'd poke his head out and make a face. It was every single picture that was taken. With the fans. A lot of them started tweeting the pictures afterwards, and you just go through one after another.
It's all Keith in the background.
Dumb face in there.
And people were suggesting other cities. I want to do this immediately. I don't want to wait. I want to do another fucking gig in the next couple months.
Yeah, it was so good. Being
Someone
in a
goes,
city we
you guys
haven't
should
been
go
to.
to, he goes, you should go to Minnesota. I went, yeah, let's just go to Minnesota. But we should pick a place we've never been.
Minneapolis. I went there for the Republican National Convention a few years ago. We have fans in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yeah, we'll think it over and
We should
figure
have
it
an after
out.
party at the strip clubs.
And those midway places, they have nothing going on out there.
That's why I want to pick one of those cities. Because
Nothing.
Danny suggested Austin, which I would love to go to Austin, but we would be competing with too much shit. I want to go to one of these cities where, it's kind of more like a Cleveland.
Vegas would be fun too. I mean, it's a
yeah,
bigger
but
city,
we're competing with everything. I want to go to a place where
there's nothing going on.
Yeah, we're the shit.
Nebraska.
We're the shit.
Yeah. Nebraska.
It's got to be a place. I call it a hotbed of O&A activity. We need one of those places.
I'll tell you, I've been to Paducah, Kentucky several times, and there's not a lot going on in that city.
Paducah, Kentucky?
Yep.
We had people drive from Chicago, Wisconsin, Detroit, I heard.
There were some Canadians there.
But then you look on a map and you go, oh, that's not that big of a deal. That's 3 hours.
Whatever.
I'm thinking New York terms, like, wow, that's pretty impressive. Wisconsin, New York would be quite the feat.
Yeah.
Chicago would be fun. And good food.
Chicago would be great.
You just want to go for the food again. You'll be talking about the same restaurant for 2 weeks.
Well, Troy went to my
God.
I did. It was a good restaurant.
You just did that for
Where would you go in Chicago, Roland?
Maybe like Michael Jordan Steakhouse.
Why?
It's not the basketball player, it's the chef.
What?
Wait, there's a
In
Michael
Chicago.
Jordan that's
Yes.
not Michael Jordan?
Yes.
In Chicago.
In Chicago,
Yes.
who is known?
Isn't there
Yeah.
a Michael Jordan Steakhouse in Grand Central?
Who the
there's one in
fuck
Grand
is
Central.
Michael Jordan, the chef? Never heard of him.
You see the new ESPN commercial with the white Michael Jordan?
No.
Pretty funny.
My steaks. Are they in you? Are they in you? Is it
Yeah. Just go to Grand Central.
Michael Jordan's?
Wait, so the Michael Jordan Steakhouse in New York has nothing to do with Michael Jordan, the basketball player?
Nothing.
There's a chef named Michael Jordan.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do. Are there pictures on the wall of? Well, that's Michael. Oh no! Wait a minute.
Yeah, it's his.
It has to be his.
Oh, come
God,
on.
all right.
Roland.
All right.
You just made that up.
All right.
You made that shit up.
No, there's a chef called Michael Jordan too.
But that's not his steakhouse.
Yeah, because if you were a chef and your name was Michael Jordan, you would change your name. Because people would be like, well, I know Michael Jordan was a hell of a basketball player, but can he really cook a steak for me?
Yeah.
Or his joint?
I make clumsies. What do you want from me today?
Well, that is true.
How many
He's
times?
probably feeling it.
Twice.
2 times.
Yeah. All right. We could break, I guess.
All righty.
We got some Avengers people coming in.
What happened?
The Avengers in theaters Friday already made a shitload of money overseas. What are they doing? Releasing movies overseas now?
Yeah, I made 180.
No, I mean before America.
It's just funny.
What are they doing? People in other
crazy?
countries are seeing this
What, are
thing?
they crazy?
That's insane.
But they're releasing them overseas before America? That's kind of new, no?
They were doing it because of what a disaster John Carter was.
Oh, yeah, John.
Because they lost all their money on John Carter. So they're like releasing movies overseas first to see if, if they do well or what they need to change, their advertising campaigns. That's what it said. Like, they released the Avengers over there first.
So they were worried about the Avengers then?
They weren't
did
worried, but John Carter was such a monumental disaster.
They couldn't afford another one of those?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Well, the Avengers is getting great reviews in the paper, so they have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I made 180 million overseas.
Yeah, it was really good.
You saw the Avengers
Yeah,
already?
we all three.
Oh, yeah,
Garrett,
I wanted to go to that.
You said no to that, too, because you were tired.
No, that was a babysitting issue.
Who were you babysitting?
I had to go home and babysit my kid.
Oh.
It was awesome, though. The last hour of pure action.
Yeah.
Well, you would assume so.
Yeah, it's not like...
You would assume that the Avengers
but it's
would
like,
be pure action for the last
Yeah,
hour.
please.
But the last...
Tell me something I don't know.
The last hour of the movie is...
No, it turns into a rom-com. It was really surprising.
It's one action scene.
All the superheroes making cumsies in their pants.
It's basically all the superheroes destroying New York City for an hour.
Oh, great. New York got to take it again?
They
On the
take it.
chin?
In
It's
one,
awesome.
in one scene,
Don't spoil it.
This building gets hit.
This actual building? Wow, they hate SiriusXM too.
Yeah, great. Nice.
I don't hate SiriusXM. I just don't understand them.
Yeah, I don't either.
There's a big difference.
It's bizarre.
It is bizarre.
Bizarro world.
Yeah.
Can
Notice we're working today.
Yeah.
Can we
didn't.
club?
Not that our jobs are hard work, but we kind of work the entire weekend. Notice we're here. On Monday.
Are you going to try to expense the strip club?
Oh, please
You're
try.
there.
You know what?
I was there, right? All right.
You know what? Wiki would get it done.
Wiki would do it.
Wiki would get it done.
We talked about it.
The
for
great
like an
Don
hour.
Wickland would fucking get this done.
And we did talk about it. It is
I got
show
receipts.
material. You have receipts.
And it is
It's
show
credit
material.
card. It's show material.
Yes.
I think that's completely fucking expensible.
I forgot their receipts. Fuck.
Oh, man.
Oh, I got my receipt.
Too busy fucking with stripper drama.
That's right.
How much did you spend in that club?
A little bit.
3?
No, like probably. That's like 2 something.
200.
That
by the
means
way.
it's 3.
On one girl.
Let's say it's 300 tops. $300.
Yeah, it had
Well,
to be
over
3.
here you go on a date, it's like $400. Probably.
Pays for one.
The dollar goes a long way out there.
Yes.
Sure does.
That's where you want
Very
to party.
economical.
Sure does.
Expensive.
When you're down for whatever, Cleveland could be a good place to go if you don't
yeah.
have a lot of funds, right, Troy?
That's right. I had fun in the strip club.
Those chicks were down, right?
Yeah, they were. We had a great time, man. The strippers were fun. They were just there to have a good time too. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's great.
All right, we're going to talk
All right.
to some Avengers
Oh, Avengers.
people.
Who?
Who we got today?
The main villain, Loki.
Yeah, Loki
Oh, yeah.
is the arch nemesis of the Avengers in this picture.
All right.
Which one is Loki?
The first one,
Which is the first one?
Tom.
And who's the second guy?
Oh,
He's
no, Tom is not Loki.
Yeah, Tom is Loki.
Yes, he is.
Then why does it say Loki over here?
What are you talking
Oh,
about?
boy.
Wait a minute.
Does it say Loki's in the movie over there? Or does it say
He is.
he is Loki?
There's Loki.
Which one's Loki?
Right here.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I got, Tom played Age. Yeah, Mike Clark Gregg has Tom's material in it.
Oh, good thing I told you then.
Yeah, I think it's very similar. That's why I'm confused. Like the first.
Well, they're promoting the exact same thing.
Yeah, no, but the one sheet is
Are they reversed?
almost exact
Yeah.
until the end.
Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, they're promoting,
He was in 500 Days of Summer. I like that movie.
which one? Clark was.
Yeah.
Who? What, you
Yeah.
sure? Wasn't the other guy?
I don't know. Now I'm very confused.
No, Clark Gregg was in 500 Days.
Who? What's that?
Now what? All right. Hey, Obama's Correspondents dinner. Everyone's
Oh,
talking
right. Everyone's yapping about that. That's where the president and a bunch of other people, entertainers and politicians, all of a sudden become stand-up comics.
Yes, Jimmy Kimmel did a great job.
Yes.
Obama had to do his jokes because at the end, then it's Obama. It's like a roast.
It's a roast, yeah.
But it's the president
Yeah.
with an amazing comedic delivery. Just
Oh,
amazing.
what a
I don't
talent.
even know why he's the president. He should be fucking on tour as
He
a
should
stand-up
be,
comic.
working out at some of these clubs.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Here's Obama, a little taste from the Correspondents' dinner. Try to laugh once.
I want to especially thank all the members who took a break from their exhausting schedule of not passing any laws to be here tonight. Let's give them a big round of applause. Despite many obstacles, much has changed during my time in office. 4 years ago, I was locked in a brutal primary battle with Hillary Clinton. 4 years later, she won't stop drunk texting me from Cartagena.
Sirius XM. This is the Opie Anthony Show.
So we got the Avengers guys coming in.
Yes.
We got Loki, and who's the other guy?
Who is the other guy?
Clark Gregg, he plays one of the Nick Fury's right-hand man. He has a big part, though.
Do we get any
we got
superheroes?
Iron Man,
Are we going to get any superheroes?
Captain America. Do we get Thor?
Are we getting any
About
of
the Hulk?
the superheroes?
We get the Hulk.
Supervillain.
Supervillains.
What?
Oh, yes.
Loki's the supervillain.
Oh, yeah.
No superheroes, though, for the Opie and Anthony show?
Do we get Robert Downey Jr.?
Loki is Thor's brother.
Do we get Chris Evans?
No.
Do we got Mark Ruffalo?
Chris Evans has been on the
Do
show
we get
before.
Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah, why don't we get any of those people?
We get Sam Jackson?
No.
We get Gwyneth Paltrow?
No.
What? What do we get?
Clark Gregg.
What?
This movie is like a super group, and we're getting who?
Clark Gregg.
and we're getting the roadie.
Oh, jeez.
We're getting the roadie?
Clark
Are we
Gregg.
getting the fucking roadie?
No, they're both big parts. Clark Gregg and Tom Hiddleston.
This movie is like a super group.
Yeah.
We grew up with super groups.
Once you see the
Where the
movie,
fuck are the superheroes? We want a superhero.
Well,
Would be nice to have a superhero.
assembled the Avengers for the Opie and Anthony show.
Is Scarlett Johansson going to do this show? Are we getting ScarJo?
No, we're not.
Does Roland
We
tell us that if we take these guys, we're going to get
Chris Evans
Iron Man?
We're not
admitted to us he's a fan of our show from his days back in Boston. We had him on for that fucking rom-com he was in, and now it's time for the big payoff, and he doesn't come in?
According to the Road Dogg, he's filming something else
Son of a bitch.
in L.A.
Come on.
We said yes to that rom-com he was in
Still,
with Anna Faris.
you got Loki.
Who the fuck's Loki?
Once you see the movie, you'll be like, "Oh shit, we had Loki in."
Will we?
Yeah. he's
What does he
all
look
over
like?
the movie?
Do I recognize the guy?
No,
Pop him up.
You won't recognize him yet.
Why won't we recognize him?
Did you see the Thor movie?
No.
No.
Well, he was all over that
course
movie
not.
as well.
Yeah, he's not big yet, but he will be.
Let me see his picture.
Come on. Show his picture.
Let's see him.
Come on.
I don't know that guy.
Pop it up.
I don't talk to people I don't know.
That's what he's
Pop it
gonna
up.
look like today.
I don't know him.
Jesus.
And who's the other guy?
And then, but I'll show you what he looks like as Loki. He looks different.
All right,
does he?
What does Loki look like?
See, like
Yeah,
that's him as Loki. He's got his hair all slicked back.
Is he at
and
least
shit.
going to come in like that?
No, he won't be in
Come in
costume.
in his costume. In his costume.
And who's the other guy?
Who's the other guy? Pop him up.
You've probably seen the other
Oh,
guy
yeah?
in various stuff.
There are huge.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I know that guy.
That guy.
What's he been in?
Well, he wrote,
He's been in a bunch of
he
stuff.
wrote, directed, and acted in the film Choke.
Yeah.
You know, there's Choke.
He didn't write it.
Well, he wrote the movie. He adapted the book to a
All right,
screenplay.
that's not really writing.
Well, you can have that debate with him. But,
No, Chuck Palahniuk wrote.
he was
Wrote
in
the fucking idea.
500 Days of Summer.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He was in
You know what? Cancel these guys.
Iron Man.
I'm not feeling it.
No.
I'm not feeling it. Cancel these guys until we get a superhero in here.
He was in Iron Man and Iron Man 2.
We deserve
Yeah.
superheroes.
We really do.
I'm not going to say you don't
Not
deserve
supervillains.
superheroes.
Villains. I can't say villain. Not super villains. We deserve superheroes, Sam.
What about Nick Fury?
That's Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
He's in this movie too.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Why don't we get Samuel L. Jackson?
Wait, give me the list of people in this movie, please.
All right, you got Samuel L. Jackson.
All right.
You got Robert Downey Jr.
And we've had Sam Jackson.
Yeah.
We like to call him Sam because we met him once.
Loki's got an action.
We've had
figure.
Sam Jackson on this show, so we,
we
can
got
say Sam.
Chris Evans.
We've had Chris Evans on.
Mark Ruffalo.
We took him for his shitty rom-com movie. He's a good actor, and and he's going to be huge in Hollywood, obviously.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
But we took him for his lamest movie that he's done.
Scarlett Johansson.
Oh my God,
Scarlett Johansson.
She's in it.
How about Scarlett Johansson sitting right in that fucking seat?
That will not happen.
We talked to her at the Radiohead show for a brief moment.
Jeremy Renner is in it too.
Oh my God, another big celebrity.
Why?
Why can't we get the superheroes?
Because you're talking to the super villain, and once they know you've spoken to the super villain, they're not going to want to speak to you anymore.
No, we're nice. We're good interviewers.
Yeah,
and
but he's the arch nemesis.
you know what? I say we cancel him.
Yeah, I got to agree with you on
I
that.
think we're going to cancel him.
Loki will literally be here in 5 minutes.
Well, tell him to go fucking get some breakfast.
Where's
we're
he?
busy.
What else does he have?
Well, he's doing this show, and then he's going and doing TV, and then he's coming back to do more shows.
Oh, well, we should just go right to TV.
No, he's making a special trip for you.
What? No, he's not.
No, we're making a special trip for him.
No. And Clark Gregg is doing the same thing.
We don't need these guys. We need the superheroes.
Clark
Where's
Gregg?
Roland? Where's our superhero?
I'm sure
first
Roland
names.
is waiting for Loki.
That's 2 first names.
And it's Greg with 2 G's, so that's something maybe you could talk to him about.
You can just get,
No, because it's his last name. It doesn't count.
Jerry
It's
and
only-
Jerry. You got the same name. That's a good conversation starter.
Great conversation.
Instead of talking about the cufflinks.
Yeah.
To this day, it's just me, Greg Hughes, and Greg Allman with the same first name. That's
Oh.
it.
And
in
Greg
the entire
Comma
world.
Clark.
Oh.
What?
Greg, Clark?
No, that's his last name. It's different.
That's Clark Gregg.
I thought we were getting superheroes.
Loki fought every superhero.
All right, that's exciting.
He had to fight all of them.
That's good.
All right, good for him.
Remember in wrestling when the guy would come out in tights and then the superstar would fight him before they fought each other?
You think like Loki's like Iron Mike Sharp?
No.
Yeah.
We are interviewing...
Not even the Brooklyn Brawler.
Oh, you beat me to it, you fuck.
Shit.
I was going to say we're interviewing the Brooklyn Brawler.
The Brooklyn Brawler
that
actually
guy
got a name for himself, though.
Right. He got to fight all the real fucking superheroes.
And you just got Barry Horowitz.
We have Barry Horowitz.
And then we got a guy that's not even a superhero or a supervillain.
He's
but just a guy.
See?
Yeah, but he knows all the superheroes.
Who cares?
And
I
they
want a
love
superhero.
him. They love him.
Oh,
and he works right side by side with Nick Fury.
Where's Roland? Let's cancel this.
No, we're not canceling Loki.
We got.
I'll get him his next lap dance if he cancels this.
In between Loki and the other guy,
Loki is here.
We have the key grip for the movie that's going to come on and talk about things like duct tape.
Loki's here?
Yes. Once you see the film, you will realize he's in most of the scenes. He's a major part of the film.
Oh, yeah?
As a matter of fact, Roland, after he said to you, Loki's a major part of the film, he went and saw Avengers, and then he wiped the sweat off the brow and said,
Because he was.
He actually is a major
He was
part
lying
of the
at
film.
first.
Of course he does.
Because Roland just lies to us.
Well, he wasn't sure is the only
Well,
thing.
after we talked to this guy, Loki, whatever the fuck.
He's an actor.
And then in between him and the other guy that's, no one else is talking to.
Well, Clark
they're
Gregg.
getting the superheroes.
Clark Gregg and Loki will be ringing the New York Stock Exchange bell tomorrow. We get him today.
What?
That's
right.
exciting.
The two of these.
Clang, 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 clang. And then they stand there. And they look around and they clap. Hey, we're ringing the bell. Why are they ringing the bell?
Because they're in Avengers.
They couldn't get Samuel Jackson?
We had
Robert
Sam
Downey?
Jackson on our show.
How was he?
He was cool.
Yeah.
He was on the phone, but we had him on officially. We made him laugh.
Maybe he's busy with one of his bitches.
Maybe you get Samuel L. Jackson for the Nick Fury movie.
Is there a Nick Fury movie?
Yes.
Oh. I liked him as Mr. Glass.
All right, listen to me right now.
Okay.
Can we franchise this interview quickly?
Oh, my God, no.
Franchise.
E-Rock knows all about superheroes.
Oh, no.
Franchise.
And Sam, you saw the movie. E-Rock, did you see the movie?
Yeah,
Get in here. Get in here.
walking
You're
down the hall
franchising.
right All right, now. Go.
Do it.
10,
Do it.
You got 10 minutes.
What's going on? Come on. Where is he?
Go.
Where is he going? Where's E-Rock going?
E-Rock got to get in here.
Yeah, get in here.
His job.
Oh, well, wow, that's fucking lucky you. That's easy. All right, here we go. I'm going to sit on the couch. So you guys hang out, do a little show, okay? Do a little show, and we franchise this out. Where is he?
Such a bad idea.
Is he coming?
Yeah.
Is he? How far out is he?
I thought you said he was here.
He's in the building.
Roland just called me and told me that he was driving the hallway.
Okay.
Is he listening to this?
I hope.
No, we had the radio off.
What if he knows who you are?
You don't know who we are.
No, they believe me.
Might.
No.
You got to be out of the room. We're taking
Don't.
a 10-minute break.
Yeah, we'll get out of the room. Okay, ready?
You really don't want
You
to
gonna take my mic?
Yeah, of course.
Did you see
All
the
right.
movie?
Yes.
Franchise. I want to.
This is a big movie.
I want to listen to this broadcast.
Oh, no.
I'm going to hear the great Opie and Anthony conduct an interview.
He's coming up the
Oh,
elevator.
shit.
Oh,
You can go in the booth.
Yeah, we'll go.
all right, we're going to the booth.
Oh, wait, no.
What?
Don't go in the booth.
Why?
Because sometimes the
This is not good.
Oh, yeah.
This is not good.
This is not good at all.
Why does Ant have pictures
Normally I
of
wouldn't have a
kittens
problem
on
doing a
his-
franchise, but this is big.
What are...
You could
What's-
do the show so much.
Oh wait, sorry.
What'd you say, Kenny?
You could do the show so much better than them.
What if Roland goes, "Oh, that's not them"?
How do you pronounce his name? Hiddleston?
Hiddleston.
Oh, my God. Well,
Look
Tom
who
Hiddleston.
left his Twitter open.
Okay, well, you gotta franchise the Twitter, too.
Okay. We will definitely do that.
Oh, my God. Well, listen, Tom Hiddleston is, I guess, on his way in, and they want us to franchise this. Somebody should probably come in and
Well, let's say
videotape
something
this.
nice and plug this before.
Somebody
he
should
actually comes
somebody should probably come in and videotape this.
in. Yeah. Is anyone back there?
No
one's running in.
Okay, I got the megaphone.
Sal said they're getting it.
I got the megaphone.
Avengers opens this Friday, in the United States, Canada, North America, whatever.
What does Ant do? Like, what am I gonna do?
He looks at his Pal Talk camera.
Oh, yeah.
He might eat or drink.
No, he doesn't eat or drink. What is it? What does he do?
Wait, is there Roland right? Oh, there's Roland right there.
Oh, no. No, just don't bring him up, Roland. Roland, just cancel him.
Roland's shaking his head and walking down the hallway away from us.
Okay.
And
maybe Sal can give us an update on what's going on.
I think he's heading to the lobby.
This was like a big guess for Roland. He's going to be really upset by this. Oh, my God. What's Roland saying?
I don't know.
Does he know what's going on?
I don't think so.
Somebody should tell Roland what's going on.
Oh, no.
Well, Ant and I don't know where Opie and Anthony are. They've disappeared. Kenny, does Roland know what's going on?
I'll tell Roland that Opie and Anthony are waiting and bring the guests right in.
Oh, shit.
So he should pick up on the situation.
Okay. Okay. Well, I guess Tom Hiddleston, who plays Loki, is on his way up here, and Opie and Anthony have decided to franchise the interview. So E-Rock will be playing the part of Opie. Sam Roberts, apparently will be playing the part of Anthony. We're doing this somewhat under duress, but the Avengers is out on Friday. You probably already knew that.
Well, like we said, Roland, Sam, and I went and saw it. It's a great movie. I think they. Oh
boy!
Should we give away the not the ending of the movie?
No,
but
why would you? What's the point? Why would you just
credits?
Why?
Well, this interview is going to be ruined anyway, so we might as well.
I don't even. That doesn't make any sense. There's no reason to spoil the movie. Boy.
Can I be E-Rock?
Listen, Sal, you can do whatever you want on this world, as far as I'm concerned. This is not a good idea.
No, there's nobody in the hallway. Roland called me right before I came into here saying, he's here, he's coming down.
Yeah.
And there's nothing. Oh, boy.
I can't wait to see Roland's face, though, when he sees us. If he doesn't know that this is happening, Roland's going to flip his shit. He's going to be mad at you, Eric. Eric, why are you're getting into Opie character already? You're not paying attention to anything that's happening and scrolling on your Twitter.
No, I'm paying attention.
Boy.
Should probably read the prep sheet here. And here's Roland.
Your friend is coming. She knows who you are.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The publicist is here, and I went to college with her.
So she's going
to know
who you are.
Look, Anthony, wherever you are, I went to college with the publicist.
She's here. She's here with her.
So somebody else has to... So she knows who Opie and Anthony are.
They all do. They did the show twice.
So somebody else has to be Anthony, then.
And they know who you are, too. Because she met you, too, at the movie screening.
Oh,
she was
right.
She knows who... I went to college
so
with
we
her.
close the curtains and don't let her listen. Problem solved.
Oh, my
She's
God.
going to be in there, though.
Don't let her listen.
No, this is going to be a disaster, dude.
Should we say they're stuck in Cleveland?
Yeah.
Something.
How do you get work speed on here? Because I'm going to bring him right in, because after one person is stuck, so...
Where are they? Where's
right. Okay.
Maybe Danny's going to be
Where are
Anthony?
they right now? They're coming down the hall?
Danny's running up the hall. Is Danny going to be Anthony?
I would be careful, though, because these are big publicists, though. And
He's shutting the curtains. He's not going to... Danny, why don't you be Anthony? Will you be Anthony? Because she knows who I am.
No, I hear you, but here's the word. Here's the
Can
word.
we
that I got from
franchise the
back.
franchise?
The word is that you guys should try to just do it for as long as you can before it falls apart. That was the word. I mean, look, I wouldn't mind, but that's the words.
Roland, you hear this, right?
I know.
It's out of our control.
Now
they're shutting the
It's the
curtains.
platform, so...
Everybody's going to be so mad at us.
Not only you, all of Disney.
We heard that. You're going to have Walt Disney pissed off at you personally.
Not Walt Disney. I love his theme park so much.
So if they if they pass on us and Jimmy complains, this is why. Just want to clear my name.
Oh God.
Okay. Do what you guys should do. Just say they got stuck in Cleveland, and then you guys do a normal interview.
But that wasn't the. That wasn't. Yeah, he farted. Wow. It's new for the show. There wasn't. That wasn't the assignment, Roland.
Well, she's going to be here, and the other publicist knows you, too, from other stuff, who does your show.
Can you not let them in the booth? They're going to want to see you.
Yeah, because he's a big deal.
He is a big deal.
His manager's with him, his agent.
All right, here's what we do. Eric, just say welcome to the show and just start talking. Don't say, just don't say your name.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah,
Roland?
let's do that.
She's gonna know you.
Oh my God! Just don't say your name. Don't say, "Hey, it's us, Opie and Anthony." Just be like, "Hey, welcome to the show,
Tom."
So
Avengers.
So the Avengers.
What could you tell us about the movie?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Let's see, what can't we ask him?
What do you mean? What can't you ask him? You can ask him whatever you
Well, I
want.
wanted to ask him about the end of the movie, but you said we can't do that.
You can ask him whatever you want, Eric. What would you want? Like you like a crazy shock jock who spoils movies at the end?
No.
Oh my God.
I thought he was right here, and that was now 10 minutes ago when Roland said he's coming down the hallway.
I hope he doesn't show up.
Jeez. Let's see what Twitter says.
And Roland's not happy. Because the whole platform, they're gonna be so pissed. He's doing the whole platform.
I really hope they go into the lobby and they see the O&A.
Oh God, there's a picture of them in the lobby. We can't do this. There's a picture of Opie and Anthony hanging in the lobby.
Do we get blamed?
Yes.
If we do the interview and he cancels the rest of the platform.
Yes, Eric, that's what we're saying. Kenny?
You're overthinking it. Nobody pays attention to those pictures.
All right. Maybe you're right.
Yeah, just have a little confidence.
Confidence in what? We're lying to him.
Yeah, so be good at it.
Okay. Just commit is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Just commit to the task.
Like you said, just say, welcome to the show.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Never say who you are. Just, make it about them.
Yeah. You're right. Make it about them. That's what Anthony would do, right?
Yeah.
Anthony is a selfless human being. He makes it about them.
Yeah.
So that's what I'll do.
Yeah. Accent the positive.
Yes. Do away with the negative. Bring up the positive.
Yes.
I got to fit in some Anthony-isms, though.
That's up to you. Take a phone call.
What are we going to take a phone call for? There's a phone
Killing
ringing.
time.
Listen, the awkwardness of this is much better than any phone call.
You're killing time.
All right.
Eric is already. Eric is getting into Opie character. Like he's acting a little. Like it's just creepy.
No, it's just.
Yes, you are.
I like this movie.
No. You're getting into Opie character over there.
Okay,
you're scrolling through the Twitter and you're complaining about stuff, and you're just going and going through the newspaper. You're getting into Opie character.
Well, if I
and
really
it's
wanted
weird.
to be Opie character, I'd run out and have someone else franchise this.
This way.
Welcome, Tom. Sit down. We're on the air.
Hey, guys.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
The Avengers.
The Avengers.
The big
How's that?
movie.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. We can hear you. Throw the headphones on, huh?
Okay. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Very good. Monday morning in New York.
Yes, you're big. You're about to be a massive blockbuster superhero villain, I guess, again.
I am, yeah. It was, I mean, this is my day job these days.
Yes.
I play Loki in Thor, for anyone who saw the Thor movie.
Yeah, sure.
And Loki is Thor's younger brother, his adopted brother, who sort of turns to the dark side once he finds out the narrative of his life has been a lie. And in the Avengers, I've come down to Earth to subjugate the entire planet.
Mm-hmm. Where did you draw your motivation from in terms of wanting to subjugate the entire planet? How did you draw on what that emotion is?
Well, Joss Whedon and I talked about it, and we talked about all the people in human history who've tried to elevate their status, who've tried to get power, absolute power, over other people, autocrats and fascists and anyone you can think of. Really, I don't want to name names because it can get too specific, but it usually comes from an emotional heartbreak, a kind of a huge psychological void of self-esteem that. Anyone with any self-respect or self-love doesn't need power because they feel powerful already.
Sure.
And Loki, I think, because of feeling so without purpose in the universe and without a place, he sort of wants to take out his vengeance on that feeling by getting everyone kneeling at his feet.
So you had to find the sensitive side of Loki.
Well, it's like you find the sensitive side. It's like you find the soul of. It's funny. Someone said to be an actor, you have to have the skin of a rhino and the soul of a baby. I think Loki has the soul of a baby and the skin of something much darker than a rhino. But so it was like you find the emotional center, which is sensitive, and then build it in scratched metal.
Soul of a baby, though, sounds like an attractive soul. You understand?
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a, this is going to piss off a lot of the comic book people and what have you, but when Thor ended, and then they put out that Avengers like mini trailer, right?
You mean after the end of the credits?
Yeah. It appears like the way your character, I guess, ended in the Thor movie.
Yeah.
You were in, or am I misreading this? It looked like you put into a different dimension, but really in the beginning of Avengers, you were just on the other side of the universe.
Well, I think that's actually what happens in the movie, is that in the end of Thor, Loki falls through a wormhole in space and time.
Wormhole? I think I've fallen through one of those from time to time at the compound.
Do you want to tell us about that?
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's like, so at the end of Thor, you see Loki disappear through the Bifrost, the Rainbow Bridge, and the observatory falls through this kind of black hole in the universe, and you think one thinks that Loki is gone, that he's dead, but what happens is he does I think fall into another dimension, and in the space between the end of Thor and the beginning of Avengers, he's got lost in the kind of cosmic jungle, and made friends with a race of not made friends, but made an allegiance with a race of aliens who are kind of the gangsters on the streets of the universe, and the Tesseract, the cosmic cube from Captain America. If anyone saw the Captain America movie, there's a big shining cube of energy. And I'm not spoiling anything because this really happens in the first 2 minutes of the movie. The Tesseract is a way for a portal to this other world to be opened, and that's how Loki comes back to Earth.
I was trying to install a Tesseract in my home theater recently. Yes, I was.
It's a cube of sustainable energy that could power the grid
and heat the pool. Yeah,
it would be amazing. I want a Tesseract.
Is it?
You can't get one at your local Apple store.
Yes, I'm sure. Is it risky? Not risky. Is it a nerve-wracking or whatever? Trying to figure out the mythos and get all this comic book information, because the people who love the Avengers are these comic book geeks that know everything there is to know. And people before you become Loki, people know everything there is to know about the character. So when you have to explain the character, like, it's a pop quiz every time.
It is kind of, yeah. But, it's like it's almost like playing a real person. Like, if you're playing if I was playing one of the kings of England, or if I was playing a political leader, I'd have to do a lot of work on that person's actual life. And the great thing about these comics is that there is a mythology now that goes back 40 or 50 years. And there's so much stuff to look at. Different writers and different illustrators have taken different threads. Some are really psychologically complex. Some are visually brilliant. And it's a kind of contemporary mythology which you just have to, I mean, it's an amazing thing to have a day job where you get up in the morning and you're like, I got to go to work. Got to read some comics.
Yeah. Sounds certainly better than it does here. We were up at ass crack at dawn, management complaining about what we're doing every day. Comic books would be nice from time to time.
Really?
Oh yes. So was you talking about the men who go mad with power? Was Hitler one of the inspirations behind the Loki?
There is a moment which is quite, there's a moment where Loki is in Germany with a whole bunch of people at his feet.
My favorite scene in the film.
Is it?
Oh, yes.
My goodness. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Captain America has a few things to say about, I think he says, last time I was in Germany and saw a guy standing up above everybody else. Didn't work out. Something like that.
Captain America, always the party pooper.
Now, I liked the movie. I was having a hard time because I was babysitting my kid at the time, trying to piece a lot of this together. So I saw that there's going to be a Thor 2, and there's word of Avengers 2, and all that. So you'll be in Thor 2, I'm assuming.
Certainly, yeah.
Avengers 2, is that also on your plate? Do you make a return, or do they go like Batman with a new villain?
Do you know what? I don't know. The guys at Marvel are so smart because they employ a group of people who are literally their job is to work out how the Marvel movie, the Marvel Cinematic Universe works together like a big jigsaw puzzle. So that Avengers 2, if there is one, and I don't know that there is, I'm sure they're planning it, but they haven't told me. Avengers 2 will have to follow on from the events of Iron Man 3, Thor 2, and Captain America 2. And I think they're still working out what Captain America 2 is yet. You know, Thor 2, I haven't seen the script for Thor 2. I think they have a story outline. Iron Man 3 goes into production in a couple of weeks. So, you know, it's like they are aligning their stars, and in more ways than one. And I mean, if I'm needed, I'll be there. But if I'm not, then I won't.
It's like the old Hollywood system. It's Marvel. They set out to do this series of movies, and they're signing actors for these multiple picture deals.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you think they're coming, here they come down the red carpet. It's the Avengers here to show everybody what. Oh, look, here comes Loki. Watch out, universe. He may have your number next. You know what I mean? It's like, Opie.
Very funny.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
That's old school.
Yeah, it is. It's very old school.
Yeah. Yeah, or if it was in Britain, it would be like.
And here we have the Avengers. The Avengers are the crack team of superheroes. If you believe in superheroes, you want to believe in this team.
Yeah.
Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, and the Incredible Hulk.
It's something that sounds more intelligent, though. When it's done with a British accent, it sounds like it's a more intellectual statement.
Do you have a lot of British actors, at least in American TV now, have been doing the American accent very well? Have you had much experience in doing American accents in your projects?
Well, I played Scott Fitzgerald in Woody Allen's Midnight in Paris. I don't know if you saw that movie.
No,
but I guess he was American.
Could you give us an example of what your American accent would sound like?
Well, he's not here to perform.
Well, no, like as Scott.
No, but he did that 1940s piece very well.
As Scott Fitzgerald, it was more. I mean, there was a particular way that they spoke back in the 1940s. It was with a particular rhythm, and it was like, give me something to read. Like,
that's incredible.
I see you got a copy of the Daily News here. Wiped out. 3 generations shattered as 7 die on the way to family reunion. It's that whole 40s tone. There's an article about Michael Jackson here. We got the king and queens of pop made sweet music together in the bedroom. Drug-addled superstar Michael Jackson had a brief affair with doomed diva Whitney Houston that was so torrid he never got over it. There you go. That's page 3 of the Daily News on Monday, the April 30, 2012.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
it blows my mind.
How long does it take you to get that down?
You know, that's so sweet of you guys to say. I'm like a geek about accents and dialects and voices. Ever since I can remember, I've always been doing impressions of people. You know, as a kid, I used to do impressions of I find it fascinating watching the news. I wasn't listening to the news. I was watching the way people spoke. And
American newscasts, or
no, British newscasts, but also because British. As an English child, the movies that I watched were American. I grew up watching Superman and Indiana Jones and E.T. So immediately, like, your ear is attuned to something. But you could ask me to do an Irish accent or a Scottish accent. I mean, there are some accents I don't know.
But it's just amazing that it's like it's a different person when we're looking at you with that accent. Like, I'm not good with voices. There's one. The only voice I do is Dice, Andrew Dice Clay, and it's like, this guy, he sounds like a British actor. This girl, she had a British accent when she was looking at my ass. Say yeah. Like, that's the only one that I do.
The challenging thing that I find is to speak in a neutral American accent in my own voice.
So
it's like, who is Tom if he's speaking in an American... I mean, I can do a lot of character voices, but I find I try... I mean, how does this sound? This is like trying to be me, but talking in an American dialect.
It sounds pretty American.
Yeah?
You're doing a good job with that.
Good job. Not too like nasal, because a lot of British actors, they kind of go to that place where they're like, it all comes through the nose, and because somehow, like, British actors think that Americans all talk through, which is not true.
It's not true. Do you do Ronald Reagan?
Give me a Ronald Reagan.
Like, it goes like, it's like, well, I don't recall. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. Something like that.
I can't do a Reagan. Mr.
Well, we can't do them all.
Because if I've heard it, I can do it.
I see. You can't do it all. I mean, that was pretty spot on, my impression.
It was.
Yeah.
That can't be beat. I can't be bested.
Yeah.
What's that guy from Cool Hand Luke who Nirvana used to use, and Guns N' Roses used at the beginning of Civil War? What we've got here is failure to communicate.
I forgot his name.
Some man you just can't reach.
Would you be up to talking to some of the audience?
Of course I would, yeah.
All right, let's go to this line here. Hello, you're on with Tom Hiddleston.
Hey, Tom, how you doing, man?
Hey, man, I'm good. How are you?
Very good. I can't wait to see the movie. What is it? Open Friday, right?
Friday, or possibly even Thursday night.
Friday wide.
Friday wide. Yeah.
To see the movie, and as a little, I don't know, as a little kind of gesture, because I hear the movie's very good. I hear you're very good in it. I'll let you in on something. Where's Opie and Anthony, by the way? Where are Opie and Anthony?
Where are they?
Here. Where are they?
They're right here.
Yeah.
Are they? Are they really?
What is this?
Yes. Sorry, we get prank calls time
to
time here. I apologize for that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Strange. Well, The Avengers is in theaters Friday, by the way.
Good. Get that plug in again. You touched on something. You said one of your favorite movies is Indiana Jones.
Yeah, yeah.
And you got to work on War Horse.
I did, yeah.
So what was it like working with Steven Spielberg?
Do you know, I get very boring talking about Steven because it was one of the most incredible experiences of my life, truly. Steven Spielberg is responsible almost singularly for, like, building my imagination as a kid. So I was born in 1981.
Oh, Uncle Paul.
What's that?
No, go on. It was just a show reference for the listeners.
Okay. And, you know, the films I watched were Raiders and E.T. and Jaws and then later Jurassic Park I saw when I was 12. I remember going to the opening Friday night of that with my parents and then going to see it again on Saturday and then Saving Private Ryan I saw when I was 16, Schindler's List. He is among the greatest filmmakers that have ever worked in the medium, and to be at his age and his stature in the business and to still be as passionate and curious and generous and humble as he is was amazing.
What's the difference between working on a more dramatic film like that or the Woody Allen film versus a blockbuster like the Avengers?
It's funny because in a way that an actor's job is the same.
Yeah. But isn't it more like I would assume the Avengers had a lot more green screen, a lot more sort of. Yeah. So is that more difficult?
Well, you know, like there's a moment in War Horse where the character I play, Captain Nichols, leads a cavalry charge across no man's land towards the German front line, and there's this whole section at the end of the charge where Nichols sees that they're riding into a forest of machine guns. And there's a very big kind of moment where you see Nichols see the guns and the whole thing goes into slow motion and he's being shot at. Now, inevitably, on the day, there were no guns and there were no real bullets, and you know,
right.
It was so I was looking at the forest of trees and I had to imagine the guns and the soldiers and the bullets, and that's just like playing Loki in the Avengers and imagining that Manhattan is falling apart and imagining that the Hulk is there screaming in my face. And
did you have to have any firearms trainings for any of your movies?
I have done firearms training actually for a TV show called Wallander. Have you ever seen it? Kenneth Branagh plays the title role, called Kurt Wallander. He's a Swedish detective, and I played his kind of junior officer, and we went and trained with the Swedish police for 3 days.
Because you Brits don't like your guns too much.
We're not crazy about them.
We love them here. We love them here in the States. Yes.
Is that a good idea? Do you think to love guns?
Yeah, to go down to the range and protect yourself. It's my constitutional amendment.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
And in case the neighborhood turns over, you got to be ready.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm getting the sign here that he has to go. You're doing TV and some other press here. Real quick, my favorite scene, without giving anything away, you and the Hulk.
It's a big showdown.
Yes. Yeah. But it was probably the best scene in the movie, at least for me. The Avengers this Friday. comes out, go see it. Tom Hiddleston, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Such a pleasure.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Fucking A, man. That was hilarious. We were in the back office cracking up.
Oh, man.
Fucking cracking up.
Nerve-wracking.
It sounded like Loki had a good time with Opie and Anthony.
Yeah.
Huh?
O&A did another fine interview.
Bravo. Bravo.
Maybe their best ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Best ever.
Could have been their best interview ever.
I love how E-Rock has just given up on the Opie impression.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Sam was all in. Sam was
did a
nervous
great
at
job.
first, and then was like, all right, I got to get some Anthony shit in here.
I like how Sam did that whole. My favorite part. I'm not sure. The bullhorn, 1940s guy was pretty good.
Yeah.
And then Loki did it.
But I don't know. I kind of liked the. I kind of liked the Reagan impression.
Yeah. I've been working on that.
I thought Reagan was back.
It was amazing.
And right on the air.
And he
there.
even said it was amazing, that he couldn't do it as well as that.
Well, he didn't say it was amazing.
He kind of did.
Sam said it was amazing.
I said it was spot on, and he said yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Meaning it was amazing.
And did you hear me in character say, I do not recall? That's a reference to Alzheimer's.
Right.
Ah.
A reference to Alzheimer's and his testimony during the Iran-Contra trials of 30 years ago or something.
He had a good time.
Yeah, I think so.
He was the guy from Midnight in Paris. I didn't know that.
Oh.
He played F. Scott Fitzgerald in Midnight in Paris.
Well, why didn't you ask him
a
about
great
it?
fucking Woody Allen movie.
Opie?
Yeah, you didn't say much in that one, Opie.
Oh.
No, I did not.
Yeah, I don't
sometimes
like
I don't say. Sometimes I don't say a lot in interviews. I hang back a little bit. Yes, yes. Fucking Roland was panicking.
Oh, was he a panicky fucking Pete?
Yeah.
It wasn't. All I heard was him go, yeah, platform fired.
I'm fired, platform.
Because he's coming back.
Huh?
To do, like, every show on the platform?
Whatever,
Yeah.
man. You never said you were Opie and Anthony.
And if he had canceled, like, if that had not gone well and he had canceled?
Oh,
how great was Anthony with the phone call? I'm sure everyone knew it was Anthony calling. And then... And going, where's Opie and Anthony? They're right here.
Oh, they're right here.
Are they? Are they really?
And he stopped him. He's like, no, but really, are they?
Are they?
And he's like, they're right here.
What is that? And I was like, I don't know. It's Bizarro World.
That's when I just heard the phone line go, like it hung up immediately.
I heard you were about to say something else.
Oh, I certainly was.
You're like, no, that you're done.
Yeah. And when you stopped the interview, when he was done and he left, I was on the phone line again because I wanted to ask you about some of your firearm expertise that you brought up at the end of the broadcast, the interview there.
He said it was his
his Second Amendment.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you should interfere with my Second Amendment.
Yeah, I brought up the Constitution.
The Constitution and the amendments. And I was just going to ask you, what's your favorite gun that you carry?
I mean, I'm me and a Glock.
You're a Glock guy,
I'm a
Anthony?
Glock guy.
How come you said on Twitter many times that you're really not into Glock? You actually don't own a Glock, I thought.
45.
People are bringing up the first time we ever franchised the Opie and Anthony
Yes.
show. See, that's our master plan, to eventually just stay home and collect a paycheck.
Like Kiss.
And then,
Right.
like Kiss, and let the fucking name go on.
Yep.
Why not? Why not?
Why not?
We could train the new Opie and Anthony's, and then we could just sit home, man. Why not?
Let them do it.
I think this incarnation of Opie and Anthony has certainly evolved since the last franchise interview, so
Yes.
maybe we are getting there.
Hey,
I like
man.
how E-Rock threw one thing in about babysitting before the movie.
Yeah, he was like, the last time we did this, everybody was like, holy shit. I mean, Sam was goofy, but E-Rock as Opie is incredible.
Didn't E-Rock throw in last time an STP? like he was pulling out all the stops.
I was eating cereal.
Oh, right. You were eating cereal. You were asking Kenny to get you blueberries and stuff. You just kind of gave up,
He
E-Rock.
didn't do shit this time.
That means I think you got to replay me.
He didn't even throw in, and I didn't do shit.
I think he has to replay me in 15 minutes.
I think in 15 minutes you might have to do it again.
He's got to replay me in 15 minutes. But people are bringing up the first time we franchised the show, and you might think it's David Tyree because we have a lot of new listeners.
Yep.
But that is not true.
Nope.
It would be the time when me and Ant were never more popular. We're certainly not as popular now as we used to be.
Good old days.
Although Cleveland made us feel pretty good about ourselves.
It really did.
We used to be fucking huge radio stars to the point the BBC wanted an interview with us.
BBC.
And we said, what the fuck is the BBC?
Someone actually has it.
Was this
Someone guessed properly.
Yeah, I'm sure there's Yeah.
Was this an interview for the BBC to promote something of theirs, or did they just want to talk to you?
No, they want to promote us.
Yeah, they wanted to do a
not worldwide, but
across the
Do you want to know why?
Yeah. Why?
Do you
I don't
remember why they
remember.
wanted to talk to you?
Why?
Because you got the girl to flash her tits on the Today Show.
Oh,
and you didn't want to talk. You didn't need the press. Now we're all so hungry.
Oh
for
my God!
press.
If the BBC called, we'd sit right the fuck down and do an interview,
trying to tweet
with
controversial things
with
and
our
stuff.
smiles on our faces.
Oh,
But
back then we're just like, you guys do it.
You guys, we're so tired of publicity for this show. So we actually had Stinky and Spaz play Opie and Anthony.
Stinky and Spaz.
Do you have a piece of that, E-Rock? Hopefully,
Hear some of
you
that.
do.
Yeah.
You want to hear just a taste?
I want to hear some of this.
All right, because we're in between Avengers interviews.
Avenger interviews. Yeah.
I keep saying Avengers.
Loki.
Well, it is the Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to talk to Clark Gregg, who might be a step down from Loki. I don't know.
Oh, boy.
I don't know.
Loki definitely had a bigger part in the movie.
Oh, boy.
Like, Loki was the supervillain. Like,
The
he was
villain.
the guy.
Wow.
Like, there were multiple heroes and one villain. And
So why don't we?
Oh, man.
So why don't we franchise the franchise now?
Franchise the franchise.
So that means we need two people to play Sam and E-Rock playing Opie and
Playing
Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Sal and stupid intern Jeff Spicoli.
Oh, man. That would be
That
great.
would rule. Can we hear a piece of the first time we ever franchised the Opie and Anthony show? Please.
Yeah, here we are.
How's it going out there? Are you hearing us?
Hey! I think I can hear Anthony and Opie from New York there. Good afternoon, guys.
That's right. Opie and Anthony live in New York. And
102.7 WNEW.
That's right. How's it going there in London?
Yes, we're fine. We're fine and dandy, guys. Listen, you guys have hit the news yourself this week, haven't you? With this WOW.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, Whip 'em Out Wednesdays. It's a promotion here in New York, and basically we encourage men to put WOW in their cars, and women to flash their breasts to any guy to see in the car with their WOW sign.
That is fantastic, because over here, I'm lucky if I can get chicken choking Tuesday. But of course, over here, every day's a Wednesday for us over here. Now, how did you manage to get into trouble for it, man? What happened? What's the beef?
Well, I don't think there really is any beef about it. It's just that here in America, unlike in London, where it's much more freer there, right, Anthony?
More freer.
Yes, there's not as many breasts around and stuff like in London, so people were very upset about it.
And you're not really allowed to show bare nudity here in America like you are in Europe.
Can you show one breast?
No. They're very strict here in America.
Okay. All right.
Pause.
But,
Yeah, right about there, they're like, wow, we heard some great things about these
I don't
guys.
understand. They sound stupid.
You notice the interview started with a lot of energy, and now they're like,
Yeah.
oh, wow, these guys aren't that great.
Choke your chicken Tuesday. Yes. And then it just turns into shite.
But you can hear his voice like, oh, fuck,
Yeah.
we're really counting on this segment to get us over the hump.
They're not very entertaining.
Right.
They suck.
Go back to it.
Yeah, let's hear.
They're very strict here in America.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, God.
Someone got them out on telly on behalf of you guys?
Yes, someone did. Basically, we offered a $1,000 bounty about 2 years ago for any woman who could show their breasts live on television, and lo and behold, one of our listeners decided to show their breasts on TV.
That's commitment.
That's long commitment. I can't believe they remembered it after 2 years.
This is someone who will not be taking part in Whip 'em Out Wednesday is our Queen Mother, who was 100 years old.
Wow.
This week, did you guys see any of the big parade? Were you guys interested in that over there?
No, not really. No one really cares about the Queen over here in America.
Definitely wouldn't want to see her breasts.
There was some DJ over here got into trouble because she said the Queen Mother smelled of wee. No, this is true. One of our most popular DJs, of course, it's not true because she smells of Calvin Klein's Obsession. I know she bathes in that regular. Other royal stuff. Buckingham Palace have evidently warned Britney Spears to stop pestering Prince William.
Really? Well, would the prince be getting banged?
No, but I will be banged right into the tower straight after this. Do you think Britney Spears is possibly a stalker for our own Prince William?
Britney's a little whore. Oh! He must be a fag.
I would like to say at this point that Britney Spears is not here to defend herself against a whoreness or otherwise, and Prince William is certainly not a fag. Not that there'd be anything wrong with Prince William being a fag if he was.
Well, you heard Anthony doing an impression of Andrew Dice Clay. I'm not sure if you heard of him in London, but he did.
I wrote part of my thesis on Andrew Dice Clay.
Really? Well,
when I was at university,
Anthony,
on the comedy of him and Sam Kinison and all those guys.
Well, actually, we have Tom Brokaw in the studio, and Tom Brokaw, would you like to say anything to BBC?
Oh, yes. Britney is very hot, and I think William is gay.
Yeah, he's happy, yeah. He's happy. Actually, Tom Brokaw, he's like a newscaster over there, yeah?
Yes, he is. Tom Brokaw is
I do
well received.
I do the NBC nightly news.
Actually, Anthony does many impressions. So just name any character, and Anthony could do it for you.
Yoda.
Ooh,
well,
yes, I will.
Yes, I do. That I do not know.
On this day when his great mate Alec Guinness has passed away.
Yes, it's we are very saddened by the news of Alec Guinness. Very great in Star Wars. It was most popular. I believe it's most popular feature-length film.
Yes.
I think Alec Guinness is gay too.
You can't say that about him. He's a knight.
Did he suck on fags?
No, I don't think he did at any point.
You know, sometimes it's hard to understand your voice. I mean, are you sucking on a fag right now?
No, I'm not. I gave up smoking when my child was born.
Well, I used to have a fag in the morning, but not anymore.
Jonathan, the posh message boy, did not encourage these guys.
I actually heard when Alec Guinness died, he also smelled like wee.
No, I don't think he did. I think he smelled of wisdom. And on that bombshell, we have to say thank you very much to Opie and Anthony. It's been a very interesting 5-10 minutes short from the post message boy. Very, very enlightening. Thank you very much indeed. Like my career.
We got Regis in the studio.
Listen, guys, I don't need you guys to help me screw up my own show. I can do it perfectly well on my own. Opie and Anthony in New York, where they've obviously got a bit more relaxed and liberal radio views than us at the BBC. So, well done, Jonathan, the post message boy.
Thank you.
For sorting them out this week.
England sucks.
Yeah. Okay, this is the all-new Dominant Diamond Radio. No, I know how I get away with this. This is Ian Payne in the afternoon. Radio 5 Live.
That was great.
Wow.
Holy shit.
We're back live, obviously.
And Prince William is gay.
I forgot all about that.
I forgot about the Dice impression. Ooh. Stinky doing the Dice impression.
Ooh. He sounded like a little kid in that clip.
He does.
He's different now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he works for what?
Jay Thomas.
Oh, he's over on Jay Thomas's show.
We'll save him soon.
Never.
Oh, my God. Yes, Stinky does rule indeed.
Yes.
I don't know if people can really appreciate the deep-seated uncomfortability that happened, because especially...
They were so uncomfortable.
Like, when they're sitting in front of you...
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
And it's just like... This is especially like this was. I think this was the worst one because David Tyree, I didn't feel bad about because I thought his book was a joke anyway.
Right.
And Ric Flair, I didn't like doing.
Oh, we did with Ric Flair?
Yeah, that was rough.
Right.
But it was on the phone, so it was like
That was a phoner, right?
He hung up on me for doing a Don Imus impression, if I remember correctly.
I forgot. Did he? And he's pissed to this day, right?
Yeah, he won't do. He won't do the show.
Too fucking bad.
But this one was the worst because it was like you're sitting face to face with a guy who other shows are actually like, oh, I'd really like to get some time with him.
Right.
And we have to just be looking at him like, fuck you, dude.
Like, we're screwing you. Yeah. We're screwing you over.
This entire segment is a goof on you.
It's a joke on you, right.
On you.
But, I mean, you guys handle it differently. You got a real interview in.
Yeah, this time I was like,
you got some Anthony stuff in there, but
you got pertinent information. I love his non sequiturs going into my bits.
My bits.
That was great.
Whatever opening was there.
Oh yeah, you took it. Didn't make any sense whatsoever.
No,
busting into dice.
When E-Rock started having him doing the accents, I was like, he's doing impressions. I'm going to start doing
now
impressions.
you got to do impressions.
Yeah.
He did that pretty well, that American little non-English accent.
Well, The Avengers is going to be a huge movie. It's opening in theaters Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
All right, cancel the other one. I think we did it.
No, we didn't do it.
Please?
I think so.
No.
Right?
No.
Right.
Now you guys, now your punishment is that you actually have to
I say this.
Yeah.
You passed the audition, so you play Anthony again. But we need a new Opie. We need a new Opie.
Because E-Rock sucked.
I want Stinky as Opie.
He's not in yet.
You sure?
Come on.
He's a girl, but he was doing Anthony in the last call.
Yeah, he's
you think
multifaceted.
He could pull it off and do Opie as well?
I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
He was great.
How about people are saying Roland? They would love to see Roland, but Roland wouldn't do it because he's freaking out.
Roland was the only one not having fun with that whole thing.
People also saying Troy because they think Troy is completely inept when it comes to on air.
Let's do Troy.
Troy would be a funny one because he would panic.
Yeah, he would.
He would buckle a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that Sam knows how to do an interview though. That kind of.
Well, but the problem is, like, that was a big publicist, so we got to be careful which ones we completely fuck around with.
I was telling that to
That's
Roland
the
or
problem.
Eric or somebody during the break. I was like, since the last time we franchised, I've actually learned how to somewhat do some kind of an interview.
That's why you've done interviews
Right.
with people. So it's like, yeah, I want to see two people that are completely unprepared, have no idea, how to do an interview. That I would like.
Yeah. I'm gonna start a story. You gotta let me know when this guy's here, Clark Gregg. All right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Please, because we have a ex-model, Julia. She says that
Julia.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You're uncontrollable. Whoa.
She says that while working as a medical assistant, her boss touched her breasts.
Oh.
And worse.
What is this, Mad Men? Gee.
It's the famous perv switch.
Perv switch.
We talk about the perv switch on the Opie
Can't
Anthony
take
Show.
it.
We all have it.
Yeah.
But most of us control it. You know you can't fucking pull that perv switch and you got to calm the fuck down. But other guys, man, they fucking turn that perv switch on and they go.
Well, you look and then you think about it,
right?
But you don't do it.
If she's telling the truth, this guy who's been through medical school and what? I think he finally get to practice at 35 years old or something.
It's crazy.
He started 18.
Yeah.
And he throws it all away because he had to feel those boobs.
Couldn't fucking just look, don't touch.
Right. Sexual harassment suit. She's a model, ex-model. She says that she was, I felt like a piece of meat.
Oh.
She calls him Dr. Grope, or the papers call him Dr. Grope.
Dr. Grope!
Brooklyn Beauty suing a frisky physician who she says subjected her to a series of unwanted anatomical examinations while she served as his medical assistant.
That's fantastic.
She was fired, Anthony.
Why was she fired?
Well, she formerly modeled bikinis and cocktail dresses. She was fired last July in retaliation for resisting repeated X-rated hijinks in which he allegedly fondled her breast and pawed inside her panties.
Pawed?
Pawed inside
How do you
her panties.
paw?
Paw mean?
So he's like digging at her
that's aggressive,
panties?
man.
Wow.
I felt like a piece of meat. He felt like he was in charge, and he thought he had control over me. The 26-year-old stunner, and she is beautiful.
Is she a stunner?
Absolutely.
Let's see.
Not bad at all.
Too Chablis.
Was a student at blah blah college, blah blah blah. Okay.
Blah blah college.
She
very expensive.
She assisted the cardiovascular disease specialist with clerical and medical duties. Fuck, he was a specialist.
Oh
too,
man, he went to some school.
He's throwing this shit away.
Got some knowledge on.
Let's see. Harassing her in April 2009 by assigning her unusual and needless after-hours tasks.
Oh, no.
That were followed by repeated attempts to grope, kiss, and sexually molest her. I was telling Anthony, because, we were going to talk about this story. I'm like, it's got to suck to be a chick.
It just is amazing.
You're just trying to avoid cum your entire life.
Just trying to avoid guys and their cocks and their need to unleash their jism on you. That's pretty much what a girl's whole life is.
Every once in a while, if you're a girl, you're gonna allow the cum.
Right.
But in general, you're avoiding cum as soon as you walk out of your house.
Always. You leave the house. It's a constant battle to keep men's cum off of you until you find a guy that you want to come on or in you.
Sure.
But that's a very painstaking decision women make. Mm-hmm. It's every guy they come in contact with during the day wants to come on them.
Yes. It became worse by repeated attempts to grope, kiss, and sexually. Okay. It became worse and worse as time went by, said the model, adding that she couldn't quit because she needed the job to pay for her schooling.
Oh, so she's
stuck.
She's stuck in there. It's a catch-22.
The devious doc's advances, the suit says. I'm going to lower the voice for this.
Devious doc, frisky physician.
Included groping her breasts while she tried to resist.
Is it considered, can you grope breasts in a good way? Like,
no, of course.
if you're in your bed, you're fucking having some sex, and you're feeling her tits, that's not groping?
No, of course not.
Groping is always unwanted.
Groping is creepy and maybe a bit aggressive. Yes.
All right.
Yes. Groping her breast while she tried to resist, kissing her and leading her. don't know why this shit makes me laugh.
Because
I feel bad for the ladies that have to deal with this shit.
And every guy thinks about it, but you just don't.
I think I laugh because if, like, I don't know, you would accept all this if the roles were reversed.
Oh, yeah, that too, yeah.
You wouldn't be complaining. You certainly wouldn't have a lawsuit.
No.
You would just think your job is that much better.
Unless it's like a fucking pig. Just think about it. Like, guys coming up to that girl.
Right.
This guy, it's probably like a fat fucking pig coming up to you and fucking grabbing your dick. Wouldn't you just be like, get away?
Yeah, but you wouldn't be so upset then.
No, you wouldn't be that upset.
Unless you knew a lawsuit could maybe fatten up that bank account.
Well, that's true.
Then you make believe you're upset.
Yeah, that's true.
She tried to resist, kissing her and leading her into dark, empty exam rooms where he would hold her with one hand and slip his other hand inside her underwear.
Wow.
Jesus, what a fucking
so he was
asshole.
grabbing fucking pussy.
He was trying. Mm-hmm.
Damn.
He doesn't understand the meaning of the word no, said her lawyer. He would push himself on her as if she were his personal sexual plaything.
Oh.
Yeah.
And now she couldn't quit or leave the job because she was paying for school. How about complaining to somebody else?
True.
Yeah.
Or quit.
Or quit.
And just deal with it. You have to fucking quit sometimes.
You got to draw the line.
On other occasions, his name's Janusz.
Janusz?
Oh, no, Janusz is the model. Excuse me.
Oh.
Janusz. His name is Manvar. Manvar tried...
Manvar!
He is one of those guys that look like. Yeah. Dr. Buddha Dev Manvar tried to lick her breasts.
Lick them.
And approached her with a sack filled with condoms.
A sack filled with condoms?
Filled with condoms.
Why would you do that?
He came close to me, like rubbing on me, and said, "Look what I have. Do you want to try them?"
Oh, that Manvar.
I just got up and left,
boy.
she said.
All right, that's Manvar?
That's Manvar.
And that's the chick? Like, scroll... Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
That guy is a fucking creep. That's why she's freaking.
And he's up there. How old is he? He's throwing away like at least 30 years.
Oh, yeah, he's been doing this a while. Manvar.
Manvar politely declined comment when reached at his clinic, saying, "I better leave it to the experts." But his lawyer denying the model's allegations. We deny liability, blah, 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 blah. Oh, according to the complaint, Manvar told Janusz.
Manvar!
"No one will believe you over me. You will be sorry," if she complained. Then cut her workload from 5 days a week to 4 and finally 3.
What the heck was Manvar thinking? I'm just doing impressions now, like Sam would just throw him in for no reason.
I got to remember to do Regis next time.
You got to do Regis next time. Just yell.
The Avengers!
Yeah, see, that would have been good. So you're in this movie, The Avengers. I don't know what it's about. Loki! That's all you got to do.
Why don't you do that? But don't say it's Regis.
Should I just, like...
Do the entire interview.
We got to do something.
Do the whole interview like this.
What could I do?
I like your sneezing.
Something weird. Might just sneeze through the whole thing?
So coming in, we have Clark Gregg, who's in The Avengers.
How many sneezes do you think I can get through?
But I think you should only sneeze when you're asking questions, like to break up your sentences. Like,
Yeah.
so the Avengers is coming. Just keep doing it and see if he says something like.
Well, that sneeze is tough, though.
That is tough to make it sound realistic.
That's
Snort?
pretty good.
Oh, Jesus. That's bad.
If you lean into the mic when you do it too, and while he's answering, and you'll just be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
All right, I'll try some. Maybe some snorting.
So, Clark, what do you think of Manvar?
Manvar.
Can you work some of that on?
Oh, I will
But don't say it's
absolutely do
Regis.
it. Oh, of course not.
All right. And I'll do some dumb snorts.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's obnoxious.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, so dropped her workload. Disgust over the 2 years of treatment left Janusz emotionally distressed.
Janusz.
Every day I would wake up with the thoughts, she said, should I go or should I not go to work? She said. It was disgusting.
Should I stay or should I go?
But, I mean, why did she stay after the first feel-up?
I know, right? The first fucking groping.
The first attempt at the licking of the breast, don't you think you should just quit and try to figure out how you're going to fucking pay for school?
Grab my Manvar. My fat Manvar.
Fucking ladies. God, I feel bad for
them. The poor
just avoiding
broads.
cum all day long.
It's just a cum fucking carpet bombing. They're trying to come on and in you, and your job to avoid it 24 hours a day. Man, it's crazy.
Is he here?
He's saying, Roland's saying he's checking in now, and Roland's still panicking, texting me saying, "Dude, they know."
They know what?
They don't know shit.
They know what?
But we did have this guy on the show before, so we know we have to sit here.
Well, that would be great if
So
he
we know
came
we
in
have
and
to sit
accused
here.
us
We
of
know we
not
have to
being
sit
Opie and
here.
Anthony.
He was in Choke. He was he the main guy in Choke? You know what? I never saw
Look,
Choke.
he ain't gonna fucking remember us.
True.
And even if he did, he'd be like, "You're not Opie and Anthony," and Eric would be like, "Yes, we are."
September 2008 for that movie already? Damn. It's almost, we're pushing almost 4 years on that movie. Fuck. 3 and change.
How the fuck?
Is he here? Should we break? What should we do, Sam?
We could take a quick break, and then when he comes back,
Yeah, I guess we have to do that.
Yeah, instead of just,
what I could do is Obama.
Bamba.
Everyone's talking about the Correspondents dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Someone wrote some really good jokes for Obama, but I guess no one in the media will say that, right?
No.
You think most people know that someone writes all his jokes for him?
I think you got to assume
you
that
gotta
everybody
assume?
knows he's not a comic.
Right.
That's for sure.
So they get some of the best, probably the best joke writers in Hollywood because the jokes are good, man.
Yeah,
they're really not bad at all. So Obama's delivering jokes that someone else wrote for him.
Obama.
But then everyone gets to say how funny he was because he's telling the jokes.
Yeah.
Jokes. So a little taste from the Correspondents dinner. Obama.
We also both have degrees from Harvard.
Mitt Romney.
I have 1. He has 2. What a snob. Of course, we've also had our differences. Recently, his campaign criticized me for slow jamming the news with Jimmy Fallon. In fact, I understand Governor Romney was so incensed, he asked his staff if he could get some equal time on the Merv Griffin show. Still, I guess Governor Romney is feeling pretty good about things because he took a few hours off the other day to see The Hunger Games. Some of you have seen it. It's a movie about people who court wealthy sponsors and then brutally savage each other until only one contestant is left standing. I'm sure this was a really great change of pace for him.
Sirius XM. You're listening to Opie and Anthony.
So we got the Avengers opening up Friday, and we got Clark Gregg coming into the studio. Here he comes.
Yes,
Clark Gregg, everyone. Clark Gregg.
There he is.
What's up, Clark?
Making his way in. How you doing, man?
Either way,
take a seat over there.
Yeah, go over there.
Yeah, you never know who's going to sit over there.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Sporting a Brooklyn shirt. Where are you from?
He's from
brass
Brooklyn.
knuckles. You're from Brooklyn, huh?
No,
I'm not.
Just
No, he's
wearing the
from
shirt.
Brooklyn. He just doesn't.
I'm from
wear-
Brooklyn.
Yeah. Last time you were in,
T-shirt.
it was for Choke.
It was, yeah.
Just want to remind the people, and now you're in this blockbuster movie. It's already a blockbuster, and it hasn't even started up here in America
Huge.
yet.
Everyone's talking about. You can pull the mic up. If
Yeah.
need
Thank
be.
you.
180 million over the weekend overseas.
I'm so glad I have so many points.
Nothing, huh?
Damn.
Nothing.
You couldn't work that one out, huh?
Damn, really? They're making a lot of money. No, it's good.
That's,
It's good. It's good. People are liking the movie.
Yeah, they are.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Because you're not, you don't have the points.
man.
You can see it on
Give me
his
some
face.
popcorn.
Wow, man, that's gotta.
One time you want points,
frustrating.
right? That's how you make the real money.
You know, a thousandth of a point on this movie would really take you a long way.
Man,
Why
look
would
at
they
him.
do that for everyone in the movie?
Look how pumped he is.
Oh, I know.
You
Yeah,
can tell.
Yeah, it was kind of.
I'm not pumped. It's a fun movie.
It's good to be in the
It's
movie.
good to be in the movie.
Now, who are you in the movie?
I played the same guy in Iron Man. They introduced him, Agent Phil Coulson. This kind of,
Yes, of course.
at that point, this kind of mysterious bureaucrat who's trying to get an interview with Tony Stark. And as the movie progresses, he kind of reveals more and more that he's part of this super secret organization called S.H.I.E.L.D., which to people like me who grew up reading these comics, you'd go, oh, S.H.I.E.L.D. is Nick Fury. S.H.I.E.L.D. means they want to put together the Avengers in a couple of movies.
Right, in a couple of movies.
And And I thought, well, that'll be cool. I'll go see that. But then they kept going, listen, you're in this one too. We need this guy again.
Oh man.
Oh, wow.
And then I was doing Iron Man 2, and there was a scene where they said, oh, yeah, this time tell him you got to go. Tell him you're going to be in New Mexico. You got to go to New Mexico. And I was like, did it a couple times, just obedient. And then I said, what's in New Mexico? And they said, oh, crap, no one talked to you? Thor is in New Mexico. You're in Thor. You kind of...
He's in all these movies.
You're the one who finds the hammer. I was like, I find Thor's hammer? That's so cool.
That is cool.
That's all right.
And then I was at Comic-Con about to do one of those panels for 10,000 Geeks, which works for me because I'm one of them, for Thor. And this guy comes up to me, and I was like, oh, my God, this is Joss Whedon. He goes, listen, I'm so sorry. I meant to call you. Agent Coulson's a big part of the Avengers. Can I introduce you as part of the cast? And then I started, looking around for Ashton Kutcher.
Being Pong, sure.
Yeah, this is the deranged actor who thinks he's in this movie. And but I was, and it was incredible.
Wow, that is pretty cool, though, being part of the... I like the way they're doing this, too. They have the separate movies, and then they're just kind of popping them all together in one movie. It's kind of an interesting concept, and to have all those stars together in the movie, like they didn't recast them. And, this guy can't
that would have
make it.
sucked.
It would have sucked.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
You mean like have a new guy playing Iron Man?
Playing Iron Man, it wouldn't work,
No. So they had to wait
Robert Downey does such a great job.
They had to wait for everyone's schedules to be clear.
Yeah.
I don't know how they juggle that. I mean,
That's almost
Marvel had a
impossible.
kind of fiendish master plan from the beginning. They signed everybody.
Oh, okay.
I mean, even when Agent Coulson at first was like 3 lines, they signed me up for 4 or 5 movies just in case.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which I thought was
Never know.
that's nice. That's nice of you to make me feel like you're going to do that. But then,
you got no confidence there.
Well, it's just I've been around for a while. This is not the way it goes for the guy in the suit who comes in,
Right.
And even when they, said, listen, you're going to be in the Avengers, I thought, this is great. I'm going to bring Hulk some Jamba Juice and just keep walking. And instead they really give Agent Coulson a lot to do with that cast, which is amazing.
Yeah, that is fantastic, man. Did you meet Scarlett Johansson?
We met her once.
Saw her. Didn't meet her.
We tell people we met her.
Yeah, well, we're lying.
We were about 5 feet away.
You were yelling at her from across the street?
Oh, man.
No.
Yeah, right. Yeah, ScarJo.
It was at a Radiohead concert.
Yeah.
And she was with someone that she was not with anymore. We had a nice scoop at the time.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't matter to anybody.
She was there with, what's his name? Fucking Green Hornet. Or whatever his name is. No.
Her husband?
What's his name?
Her husband, Ryan Reynolds?
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
No, but they were broken up, and then maybe they got back together. I don't know. Whatever.
They're just both Radiohead fans, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's exactly
and who isn't,
what they were doing.
frankly.
I'm a fan of hers.
Green Lantern, thank you.
I'm a big fan.
Of hers?
Yes.
Both of them?
She's fantastic. She's in this
Both of
movie,
them,
too.
right?
She
Yeah?
kicks ass.
Of course.
Is she kicking ass? She's fucking hot, right?
How hot is she? Let's just talk about her.
Dude, when we saw her at Radiohead, it was just like stunning.
Yeah.
She's a friggin' like a star, one of those starlets.
Yeah. She's got that. Yeah, but she's a really good actor too. You got to give it up.
Well,
to her. At the same time, you go.
All right, that
but she's
too.
also like.
Who can tell?
It's that old school, like from the comics. I mean, not
Yes.
the comics, the cartoons, like doing the dog.
Yeah. You just turn into an idiot.
Your eyeballs come out like pins.
She's got one of those pin-up bodies, She's, she's got some
torpedoes.
That whole thing.
Torpedoes.
Oh.
We're not shock jocks. We're just.
No,
We're in love
men.
with Scarlett. We're men.
dirty.
We're filthy men. Filthy, dirty men.
Did you see all these guys on set, or everyone do their parts differently? You know what I mean?
Sometimes it was like that. There was definitely a couple of days, like on the big helicarrier.
Yeah.
Especially the first day you walk in, and on the one hand you're going, oh my God, I'm going to walk in there and talk to Thor and Captain America and Bruce Banner. That's geeking me out. And then on the other hand, you walk in and you go, look at this cast. It's Robert Downey and Jeremy Renner and Sam Jackson and Scarlett.
Right.
And Scarlett.
Oh, let's get back to Scarlett.
Let's talk about
it's
that
been a
some
minute
more,
or two.
right?
Let's talk about that. Hey,
You're 30 seconds
What?
out.
Did you make Samuel Jackson do his prayer speech from Pulp Fiction? I'm sure he loves that.
I had him do the Go the Fuck to Bed.
Yeah.
That children's book.
That's become pretty fucking viral.
That's a good one.
Are you really a geek?
A little bit. I was into the... Well, not like... I thought I was a geek because I read a lot of comics when I was a kid.
Which ones did you read growing up? I read the Archies.
Ugh.
Those are badass.
What are you? Yeah,
Archie's a badass,
Loving
right?
Archie would friggin' start doing spinning back kicks. And
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
kick
no,
Veronica in the teeth.
Yeah.
That might actually even get you beat up at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Oh, really? What about
That's something
what
to
about
say.
Baby Archies? I think.
Oh,
what was it
God.
called? Little Archies.
Little Archie, Lil Archies.
I
that it?
read that.
I
I
think
read
it
that
was
shit.
Lil.
When they were all kids.
I hate
that was a nice twist.
I never even liked the cartoon on television. That's like beyond geek. That's just,
That's
you might
just-
have some.
It's still around. They're
Issues?
still doing new Archies. Somebody.
Why?
Yeah. They introduced a gay character.
I think
in the
Jughead
Archies,
came
right?
out, what, didn't he?
Was it Jughead or something?
I don't know.
Jughead came out?
It's not on my list of comics.
Yeah.
Which ones did you read growing up?
I was in the 70s when I was into them, so I definitely was into Tony Stark, who's always been kind of cool.
Yeah.
And very flawed. And but there was we were in the Kung Fu wave. Bruce Lee, I was really into those movies.
Right.
So
really?
They had a guy called Iron Fist, who was kind of a super Kung Fu hero.
Yeah, I like the Bruce Lee movies.
Yeah. Iron Fist.
We've gone at least 45 seconds without talking about
you. We'll go there.
Scarlett
Johansson.
We're just trying to be respectable.
Is in the Avengers opening Friday.
Unless you bend over a lot.
And
pick up weapons. No, to pick up the weapons. I don't know.
That's not.
She was really hot in person.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't look as good in person.
No, she's very. We've gone through this.
What was your favorite part? I liked her smile. Believe it or not.
What?
She had a nice smile.
I like Scarlett Johansson's. Her eyes.
Her eyes
are
beautiful.
dreamy.
Yes.
And her hair.
Yeah, she had nice hair.
I want to grab her by the hair and smash her head on a parking block. No,
We're tired, Clark Gregg.
Oh, we were traveling. From
Where were you this
Cleveland.
weekend? You
sorry.
gave it away.
Yeah.
We were in the great city of Cleveland. Where were you?
We shot a lot in Cleveland. Did you go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Not this time.
No, been
It's
there.
the Hard Rock without burgers.
Wait a minute.
It's terrible.
Wow, you just called it out.
I did.
Very accurately, I'm
hate
afraid.
Cleveland. I want a Ronnie James Dio burger. Damn it.
Wait, you shot in Cleveland for the Avengers?
Yes, some of the stuff that, instead of New York tends to be a little sensitive about being destroyed.
Right.
And Cleveland is less so.
Right.
And Cleveland, you don't have to clear out any of the people because they're already gone. Like in New York, you gotta block the streets.
You gotta
off,
close streets.
In Cleveland, you just show up and film.
You show up at
one's
noon.
there.
You just show up at noon.
Show up at rush hour.
Right.
And there's no problems.
Yeah.
I know how this movie ends, by the way.
Oh,
You do?
ixnay. Well, Sam kind of wrecked it and said that it's an hour of pure action.
We heard
what a surprise. The Avengers would have
pure action.
an hour. The big climax would be action with all those superheroes.
Oh, yeah.
And super villains.
I bet you things get destroyed by the end of this movie.
Oh, yeah.
You think?
I think the
Will we
Hulk
give it away?
I don't want to give anything away, but there's a fairly good chance that the Hulk will smash.
Yes, the Hulk will smash.
Whatever happened to the Hulk movies? They didn't do as well as the others, huh?
I liked them.
Did you really?
Yeah, I liked those.
They didn't
I
really
even
have
liked
the
the first one.
technology until now.
No, he looked a little cartoony.
A little bit.
In
Something
the
that's
first,
just too digital.
Didn't they do a
Yeah.
reboot like 8 months later?
Yeah, with Edward Norton, right?
How was that one? Was that version better?
I never saw that one.
So you like the original one?
Well,
Or it looked a little too cartoony?
Yeah, it looked cartoony, but I kind of liked the
didn't mind
story
it?
and everything. I liked the giant dogs; they were cool. Yeah, that was fun. Who's the Hulk in this?
Mark Ruffalo.
Oh, that's Ruffalo. Yeah,
He's a great actor.
He's a great actor, and the Hulk is you really buy the Hulk as a character.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
technology is different.
Does Mark Ruffalo kind of look like Private Pile a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. I like Ruffalo.
Yeah, he's good.
He was in that lesbian movie.
With Scarlett Johansson?
Not Scarlett this time. It was
Julianne Moore.
It always comes
Julianne
back.
Moore.
Right.
Who was her? Oh, and
Annette Bening was her
Annette
wife.
Annette
Bening.
Bening. Look at you.
I like that movie.
God, someone's on the ball
It's a
here,
good
thank
movie.
God. We stink today.
You know what other movie I liked?
What?
500 Days of Summer. Bringing it right back around.
yeah.
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 I did like that movie.
I like that movie too. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
See?
You're
I play
also
the kind of loser greeting card company owner that
Yes.
he works for.
Yes.
It's in my pantheon of kind of loser bosses.
I thought that movie was well written. I really did enjoy that movie.
It's funny. They're good. Joe Gordon-Levitt
Yeah. And what's her name? Who's now
the most famous
who's huge now with her poutiness.
Zoe.
No, how do you explain Zoe?
Zoe.
She pouts, but she's
I like
She's
her.
hipster fantastic.
Yes.
Hipster fantastic.
Kind of old school. Also has a kind of old school.
Yes.
Yeah.
That old school
Movie star.
charm thing.
And a good singer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she has a couple of good
Oh
albums.
my God, she's a great singer. You know that.
I have no idea.
She was in the Elf movie.
I just bullshit.
She was in the first Hulk.
Oh, was she?
No,
Wait
you
a
didn't
minute.
see it. I could tell you anybody was in
I'm like,
there.
oh, what?
Friend Scarlett
You didn't see
Johansson
the
had
first
this like
Hulk movie,
90-minute love scene.
I saw the first one, but it was quite a while ago.
And you didn't know Zoe was in Elf singing?
No.
Yeah.
Sure.
With Will Ferrell.
I'm very sleepy today. We traveled from Cleveland. Did you hear about Cleveland?
We had to get on the first flight out.
Because you want to.
Our ride left the hotel at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Where'd you stay?
Yesterday at the Marriott.
You know what was fantastic about Cleveland? Being there and with the gray skies, the freezing cold rain, and zero population. When here in New York, where we live,
you were getting reports?
747 was flying with a space shuttle on top of it all around the city at low altitude.
Not only that,
and we were in fucking Cleveland.
I could even personalize it better. It flew right by my window where I live.
Come on.
And I didn't get to see that, Clark Gregg.
What a great moment.
Because we're big radio stars and we had to be in Cleveland.
Yeah, we had to be in Cleveland where I saw
Cleveland?
I don't know, but the Medical Arts Building was being built across from the hotel, so that was a great view. Cranes and construction workers. When, you know, a 747 piggybacking a space shuttle.
Well, you know what? You'll see next time that happens.
Oh, right. Oh, that's right.
They've retired the whole fleet.
That's. I think one more is going to L.A., but I don't think I'm going to be in L.A. at the time to see it live. The first aircraft since 9/11 to fly over Manhattan like that at low altitude over the river, and why not? I'm in fucking Cleveland.
Somebody did a really stupid Memorial Day right after 9/11. I was here, and they did somebody like, hey, I know, let's celebrate Veterans Day or Memorial Day. Let's fly a couple of F-16s down the Hudson.
Yeah, right over the river.
Yeah, and people were like screaming and jumping out the windows.
People.
Of course.
Yeah, they were horrified.
There was like 40 people fired over that one.
Yeah, because they were ready for that. I'm here.
But, you know, I'm glad I was in Cleveland instead of being down at One World Trade Center, where I believe today at some point One World Trade is going to be the highest building in Manhattan.
It already is officially.
Is it officially?
Yes.
Nice. But instead of seeing the building and the 747 with a fucking space shuttle on it, flying at low altitude with that as the backdrop.
Right.
Yeah, I got to see an abandoned street at 5 p.m. in the wonderful, wonderful city of Cleveland.
As everyone told us that the new casino was opening up soon.
Yeah, I was like, there's nothing to do here. I need something to do. There's a casino. I go, yeah, it's closed. Well, it's opening in 2 weeks. I'm not staying here. I'm not here. I'm not here for 2 weeks.
What does this have to do with the Avengers, though?
You know what?
We do like Clark Gregg.
Because the Avengers will show you what a destroyed, beaten city looks like.
Mm-hmm. I know,
and that Cleveland just comes to mind.
I know what city they destroyed at the end of this movie. Mm-hmm.
Trenton,
or is it destroyed?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Only your movie-going dollars will get for you.
Right.
I know some things are destroyed. I don't know if the whole place is destroyed.
Yeah, no, they definitely, you can see it. The aliens, the nasty alien warriors who come. Yeah. Of course, who are they going to mess with? New York. They got to come mess with New York.
Why does it always have to be us?
I don't know.
Why? That's not fair.
It's New York. It's always. It's better because no one really would care if Omaha, Nebraska was the, setting for a huge destruction.
True.
Maybe the Twin Cities.
Yeah, that could be good.
Yeah, it could happen, right? No one would care.
No.
It's always New York.
You don't think the aliens are going to send quite the same message if they take down Madison, Wisconsin?
Wisconsin now.
The Dells.
Someone should just do that, just lose their minds.
And be like, why are we destroying? We don't really care.
Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah,
who gives a fuck?
It's like the fifth story in on the news that aliens attacked Madison, Wisconsin.
They had bad intelligence.
Yeah.
You want to send a message, my friends.
Yeah. Yes.
We'll show them.
Yeah.
Damn Boca Raton. We'll really do that
Boca.
for you.
We're taking out Boca. Business as usual in Manhattan. The stock exchange is running fine.
I don't know why you're doing press, because this movie's going to just do very well.
You want to get out of the house.
You could have slept in, I think, today.
It occurred to me when I saw the numbers from Europe this week, I was like, am I going to get a call saying, forget it.
Forget it.
Home.
Yeah.
Sleep in.
Basically, everyone's going to go see this movie already.
Yes.
But it's got to be a good feeling, because I'm sure you're in movies where you wish more people went and saw it, and you know it is a good movie, but for whatever reason, they don't come.
Or, yeah, absolutely, and definitely. And sometimes in movies that, aren't so good, and that's happened to me before.
Do you hate faking it? We've asked this question over the years.
When guys have to come in and promote
and you
movies.
know the movie. Look, I mean, just your
great.
business, you know you're going to be in some stinkers. You can't help it.
Yeah, no.
And you have to then go out there and promote it. How does that feel inside?
You can usually find something positive about the experience of going, but whorish is the word that comes to mind.
Really?
Whorish?
Yeah.
Slutty?
Yeah. Who came in that time promoting, what's his name, Mr. Woodcock?
Oh, but he admitted it.
Yeah.
Sean William Scott.
Sean William Scott came in, and he was talking about Mr. Woodcock.
He couldn't fake it. He just sat there. We started off normally because we didn't know the movie yet.
Yeah.
And he finally just
So it's like, hey, you and Billy Bob Thornton, you're in Mr. Woodcock. Tell us about it. Oh, it sucks.
It sucks. I don't even know why I'm here.
He really
and then
pounded
killed it for like 10 or 15 minutes.
It's crazy.
And then he might have went into rehab the next day or something. I don't know. He might have, though.
Something like that happened.
Something like that might have happened.
Oh, wow. The studio loves when you do that.
But
I bet.
I think he was the only one that just said, you know what? There's nothing I could do to spin this thing. It just didn't work.
How do you get out and promote a Mr. Woodcock and try to make it sound like Mr. Woodcock? Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, a certain amount of people are going to go just for the title.
Right, yeah.
And wait for the porn version.
Oh, I got to see that
I don't know how you change that title for the porn version.
Right.
Though.
Yeah.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Clean it up.
So they got everyone for the movie. Even Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yes. You know, Gwyneth Paltrow sings.
Yeah, she's not a good singer.
Well, she was in that karaoke movie.
She's not
duets with Huey Lewis.
Yeah, she's not a good singer.
She is a good singer.
Yeah,
I like her voice.
She sings pretty good.
And I filmed
She
her.
did a country and western movie last year too.
Oh, did she sing in that?
I'm told she did. Yeah.
Does Scarlett Johansson sing? I bet it's dreamy.
I think she does.
No way.
I think she does. I think her singing voice is deeper than mine.
Oh yeah.
And it really works.
She is. What do they call that? Sultry.
Yes.
She got that
Sultry.
sultriness.
Yes. The deep voice. Hi, Daddy. Hi, Big Dick Daddy.
Hey, were you in 1 Hour Photo?
I was briefly.
That's the Robin Williams movie?
Hey!
That movie.
You were in 1 Hour Photo.
Yeah.
Wait, do you
Now
remember?
I remember. Yeah, you were the boss, weren't you?
I was the boss of the greeting card company that Robin Williams. No,
you were.
What were you in 1 Hour Photo?
I was the comedian. I'm not.
The only reason I bring it up, I have to say this. Sometimes there's movies that are so close to being really fucking good, and that was one of them.
Jesus. Insult the guy's work.
No, I'm not insulting because it didn't.
No, please.
It was a great concept, and I think they just missed with that movie.
I liked it a lot.
Did you like it a lot?
I liked it a lot. When he's fucking imagining that he's in the house and the family comes home and they're all
creepy.
like, and he's sitting on this taking a shit in their toilet. It's fantastic.
I felt they just missed, or they almost had a huge movie.
It was one of Robin Williams' best roles, I think. He really played.
He knows how to play.
He
that
went
type
off
of character,
of what he usually does.
Yeah.
Who were you in
I was
that?
one of the cops. Me and Eric LaSalle were the cops who were chasing him down.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
You know.
By the hotel at the end
Can
of
we
that
talk
movie.
to you, sir, from Mr. Photo Booth attendant? And then, like, of course, the obligatory scene, like walking into his apartment, like, oh my God, look at his wall,
the reveal
It's
where you
just
look at the
all
wall.
of everyone else's family photos.
Yes.
Yeah.
How could anyone be creepier?
That was a great scene, though.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
really was. I know it's been done,
cool.
but that was fun.
I love the big reveal like that when it's that the law enforcement comes in and they do that. Oh my God!
Look at the wall. Look what he's got.
Look at the wall, and there's some kind of
a slow zoom.
Yeah.
I think they go with the slow zoom.
Oh, the slow push in.
Or the pull out. Because you think it's just a little craziness, and then they keep pulling out, and
it
it's
just
a
keeps
lot
getting
of
bigger and
craziness.
bigger.
Yeah.
Oh my
like
God!
Yellowing newspaper.
Yes.
Yes.
To show that a lot of time has gone by since he began this little project.
Yep. He's been out
Very
there.
good.
Yeah.
You were a writer too, right?
Yeah, I do some writing.
Yeah. And what have you written?
I wrote What Lies Beneath, this supernatural thriller with Harrison Ford and Michelle Pfeiffer.
No, you didn't.
I did too.
Wait, which movie?
All right. I thought you were lying again.
I missed it.
What Lies Beneath, it was called.
You wrote that?
I did, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, damn. How do you do that?
You know,
sit
you
down
move
and
to
start
LA
writing?
from New York and don't get any work, and you better find another way to eat.
Is that what it was? And
Yeah,
you
it's
figured
honestly what it
but
was.
I think that takes some talent, though, doesn't it? You can't just say, I'm going to be a writer.
It takes some. It
Yeah?
takes some, but
Yeah.
you know, also, you get the right idea at the right time. And Bob Zemeckis was looking for literally, he walked into DreamWorks the day I turned it in and said, I kind of want to do something kind of supernatural, kind of Hitchcock feeling.
He did Back to the Future.
Yes, I know.
You did know that?
Which
Couple
is
of them. Yeah, I did.
fantastic
I knew that, Sam.
trilogy. Well, the third one, meh. First two.
Well, the train.
Great.
You didn't like the train?
Yeah,
thing? Hey, how much? I mean,
the train.
How how much do you get for writing like a movie like that? You don't have to give us a number, but it's really lucrative, right?
It can be pretty lucrative. It's the worst scenario that can happen to you is to have it be your first script.
Oh shit, that's what happened.
Yeah.
So you're willing to just give it away because you have no
they
real
hire
choice.
you for scale when no one knows if it's going to be anything.
Oh man, and then it's
But then it does
so
okay and you
bitter.
do okay.
yeah.
you're bitter, aren't you?
Can you feel it?
Yeah, a little bit.
I really sense this bitterness.
Used me and spat me out.
Turned out to be a pretty good movie.
Yeah,
I'm downplaying it. It was a very good movie.
Oh, with
and you got scale probably more or less.
No, I did well.
All right, good.
I did fine.
You get
took
points?
care of me at the end.
Get a few points.
Well, not so much on the points.
Oh, but you met Harrison Ford?
They gave me a trip to Cleveland.
Oh,
Have
that's
you ever
great.
been there?
See?
Nice.
Nah,
with Scarlett Johansson.
With Scarlett Johansson in Cleveland. Now that would make Cleveland
He
better.
brought up Scarlett again. That means we can
I'm
talk
sorry.
about her.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go on the record here and say that there's something going on between these two.
Really? Let's get that going.
Yeah, let's get that
Please,
rumor
get
going.
that going.
Let's get this going.
It could only, when people stopped laughing, it could only help my reputation.
You gotta love the Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
So Harrison Ford was in that?
Yes.
And did you meet him?
Yeah, I hung out with him. I love him.
Was that pretty cool? Like the goddamn
Please.
fucking
Yeah.
Han Solo, right?
can't imagine.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Pretty cool.
And I was the one who turned him into the murderous husband.
Yeah,
But he was kind of ready. He was into it.
Yeah, he's had quite the career. That gentleman.
He's doing
been in
well.
a couple of blockbusters.
I feel good about his future.
Yeah, I think that kid's gonna make it in this business.
He's got a shot.
Yeah.
Well, the Avengers.
Oh, man.
We didn't talk about the movie because we know that's going to do well.
It's just gonna do. This is gonna be one of those
So
record
obvious.
breakers, man. Yeah, Friday.
In theaters Friday. I had a chance to go, and I had to babysit my kid. So
You don't
mad.
babysit your kid.
No,
It's called life when you're a father.
No,
You
agreed with me. Sometimes, do you have kids, Clark?
Yeah, I
Randy?
do. I have a daughter, and I have this exact argument with my wife.
Really?
I'm
You do?
and babysit Stella. She's like, you're not babysitting her. She's your kid.
But this is my thought. There are a lot of times when
I
my
can't
son.
leave the house.
Thank you.
true. See?
There's a lot of times I'm absolutely a father to my son, but there are times you're just babysitting. You could have hired someone to do that.
If the kid's asleep, how much parenting are you doing?
Right.
Oh,
you're
You're just
babysitting.
not going to the Knicks game is what you're doing.
Yes. You had to mention the Knicks. Now we have a problem.
No.
Why?
That's frustrating.
Frustrating.
He's not Linsane anymore.
Well, Linsanity
Lost
brought
his
us.
Linsanity.
I grew up a huge Knicks fan, and I'm not even gonna lie. I faked it for a while. I took about a decade off, and then Linsanity kind of brought me back, and brought
Me
a lot
too.
of people
I'm
back.
right with you.
Oh, so you're right. Okay.
Big Knicks fan, big Knicks, but living in L.A., and I was like, I can't take the pain.
Right.
I know. I'll root for the Clippers because I can't. If you're a Knicks fan, you can't
Can't
root
go
for the
Lakers.
Lakers. So then I had another 8 years of pain in L.A. with the Clippers.
Right.
And then this year they both made the playoffs, and frankly, the Clippers pulled off something amazing last night. But the Knicks.
Well, you know, Jeremy Lin brings us back, brings new fans to the Knicks, old fans back.
Made
and
you
then
start thinking, hey, I could
I'm like,
follow the Knicks.
We got a playoff run. We're going to make the playoffs, and we have
Yeah.
to fucking play the Heat. And they lost by 33. They could have easily lost by 50.
Yeah.
Easily. They just destroyed them.
It was in Miami. You know what I mean? They got a shot to come back.
Tyson Chandler has the flu. Who's playing center tomorrow?
Well, that's not good.
Or tonight.
Did
I
you
think
see
it's tonight.
Did you see they showed Jeremy, if I can
He's
call him
hoping
Jeremy?
to come back game
They showed him
4.
shooting.
Yeah.
Game 4.
Oh, really?
Well, they know that's good
If
for the
we-
ratings. Just show them doing anything.
Is there a mercy rule if they do a couple more blowouts like that? Will it end in 3?
We almost had a mercy rule, but I mean, I think the Heat really want to make it hurt because it's New York too, you know.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
And then what's his name goes down with almost a career-ending knee injury.
Oh my God, Derrick Rose? Or no, I'm in Shumpert.
Shumpert, right?
Yeah.
Shumpert went down. He's not even going to be able to play for 8 months if he's lucky.
Wow.
And he's a young. This is too boring, right?
No, I don't know.
And he's a young talent for the Knicks. They're saying within a year or two he could be the most talented guy in the entire team.
Really?
And he's out for a year now.
Well, that poor gentleman.
So you are. A
Well, how
Knicks
does
fan.
Scarlett Johansson fit into this
Yeah, does she
conversation?
go to Knicks games?
You know, when she was younger, she was one of the Knicks City dancers.
Ah.
Oh my God.
That's just a lie.
Lying
That's
again.
just a full
Lying
lie. I'm
again.
sorry.
I all of a sudden, though,
Although I want to go
pictured
back
her.
and look at my VCR.
Not only-
Yeah.
Look at it.
VCR.
Get up behind John Stark. It's Scarlett.
Not only did I pictured all the moves the
Dude,
Knicks City dancers do,
in a split
but also
second.
they all had Scarlett's face on them.
In a split second, I was picturing the same thing.
You know the one where they kind of spread their legs and then do the bend down?
Oh, yeah.
You think there's one of those?
Yeah.
That's like 2/3 of their moves.
That's a great
But
move.
why are they the Knicks City dancers, if we're really going to digress? I mean,
Yeah.
the Lovables, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Lovables.
The Knicks City dancers, Clippers are the Clippers spirit.
Yeah.
They're not even dancers, they're just Clippers spirit.
They're
Knicks City
cheerleaders.
dancers.
It's lame.
But know what the Knicks do?
man.
Knickettes? What
They,
about?
they bring out a parody dance troupe of old broads.
Do they? It's pretty funny.
And there's one old broad that could really move, but she's got to be 70. I forgot what they call them.
I like the Ace Rothstein dancers. Ace is high. The Ace Rothstein dance. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah. Well, Clark, I think we're going to get you out of here.
Okay. Because he's got to go meet, let's just say, a young lady. SJ are the initials. Very talented actress. Apparently a singer with a deep voice. And a former Knicks City dancer.
You want us to get this going? Because we got connections.
We can make this roll.
This? Do you want this?
A little movie romance.
You want this, Clark?
A little movie romance.
I'm saying no, but you see me nodding.
We can get things done.
Nice
Sometimes they're
you,
really bad things, but Clark, always a pleasure. Seriously.
Yeah.
Likewise.
The Avengers is going to be obviously huge.
Huge.
Congratulations.
It's great. Friday. In theaters.
In theaters Friday, right.
Great,
All right.
man.
I think we're done too, right?
Absolutely. Let's get the
thanks, Clark.
Out of here.
Clark Gregg.